It's the Bob and Tom Show.
For years, we Europeans have had a special taste for bottled waters. The benefits of drinking bottled waters have not been lost on you intelligent Americans. More and more of you are drinking exotic, healthy, and expensive imported bottled water. First, it was Perrier, the sparkling, crystal clear water from France. Then came Evian, crisp, refreshing, pure spring water from the Alps. And now, the latest bottled water to cross the ocean, imported exclusively by Gullible Yank Imports. It's hot dog water. Listen to what your fellow Americans said about imported hot dog water when we secretly served it to them in a very chic New York City bistro.
Oh, God.
Well, it's kind of cloudy. Yeah. Hanging, and it sort of has an aftertaste.
It's imported.
Well,
it's chic and very exclusive.
it's...
Let me be frank. Princess Diana drinks it, and it's very expensive.
I love it. What's it called?
It's called hot dog water.
Hot dog water.
Hot dog. And what do you think, sir?
It's
imported.
Well, it's kind of cloudy.
It's very nutritious.
sort of tastes like hot dog water.
It is hot dog water. Ah, yes, the unmistakable taste of hot dog water, bottled in Wiener Wasser, Austria. You'll find our bottling plant just a yodel away from the Wiener Wasser sausage factory, just south of the Danube River sewage treatment facility.
This is delightful. Should I add a lemon or a lime slice when I serve hot dog water to my guests?
No. You should add mustard or ketchup.
Oh, of course.
Hot dog water. Remember our motto. It takes a lot of guts to make this stuff. Not to mention hooves, tongues, and snouts.
Wow, say, this is tasty. How much is a bottle of hot dog water?
About 30 francs. Or in America, $10.
Wow, what a bargain.
And coming soon from the hot dog water people, the first drinking water that is also a cologne, new HD Eau de Toilette.
Is that toilet water?
Exactly. Imported toilet water.
You mean like from a real French toilet?
Oui. 10,000 French poodles can't be wrong.
If there's anything I like more than Tom talking like a Frenchman, I don't know what it is.
Oui, monsieur.
Oui.
C'est la vie. Wait a minute. What? I don't know.
That takes a lot of guts.
And anuses, too.
Good morning, and welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee was just in the room. She's cooking our breakfast up. She'll be in.
Okay. I can't wait for the big drop kick crotch shot that she gives Chick one of these days.
Christy at the Silac News Desk. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Don't you mean Maurice Chevalieris?
Maurice Chevalieris.
I feel bad for those
How hard did you laugh
don't
when
get that reference.
You came up with that, huh?
By the way, Mr. Godwin will not be here today. He has a clearance sale going on in his body.
2 exits, no waiting.
Bye, Pat, sorry.
I thought I saw him
Oh,
earlier.
he's not well. He had to go home. He doesn't feel well.
Okay.
Neither do I, but I'm here.
I feel bad for him. He's sick, but he texted Tom from the bathroom.
Oh, man.
I'm vomiting. No, what'd the text say?
Let me find the text here. It says,
I'm vomiting. I hope it says I'm vomiting.
it says, first thought says, in at 5. He's usually here at 4.
Right.
And then it says, I can't stop being sick in the back bathroom. Oh. So I sent him a note, go home, please. And I got a thumbs up. So
What is it about the human body that when you vomit, you're so sick you feel like you have to vomit. But after you vomit, you feel great.
Got all the yuck out.
What the hell's that all?
Dr. Christie handled that one.
Yeah.
You got all the yuck out.
We're going to have to run some tests, see what your yuck level is.
Whatever pathogen got into you, you did get out.
Yeah, I guess.
That's
Potentially.
why when you're hungover, it feels so good to vomit the next day. Get all the yuck out.
Calling dinosaurs. That's what I call it. When you're vomiting.
I call it driving the porcelain bus.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I notice how when you're that sick, your standards tend to You don't mind. Oh, I'm just going to lie down here with my face right next to the base of the toilet.
You're more. The bathroom floor is 10 times more comfortable than your bed for some reason.
I'll just stay here, but I'm fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that pounding feeling in your head.
I've always liked the Technicolor yawn.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Never heard that.
Makes it sound sort of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smells.
Pretty. It sounds pretty, actually.
Yeah.
Technicolor.
You think there's anybody on record who's never vomited? That's
Maybe
impossible.
There are people with a phobia of vomiting. That's got to be a bummer when you
So
get
if
the
they
flu
start
and
vomiting,
they're
vomit?
just so afraid to puke. I forget what the name of it is, but it's a legit phobia.
Oh, well, we have a unusual. Let's see. I'm not sure what you would call it. A fetish, perhaps, coming up in the news.
Oh, not a vomit fetish.
Desire?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
It actually involves automobiles of a specific variety, and it's quite odd. We'll get to that coming up today.
It sounds to me like it might be autoerotic.
Yeah.
Auto.
Yeah.
Honk, honk.
All right. Very nice.
Tom, did you ever see the movie Crash? Not the Best Picture winner, the David Cronenberg movie Crash?
No, I didn't.
About people whose fetish is to be involved in a car accident.
Are you aware
So they'll
of
be
this?
having sex in and trying to.
This is real?
Yeah,
It's a real movie, yeah.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know, but.
And a successful coupling, if you will, would be ending in a car crash.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, that's.
Yeah.
Well, you don't get to do that very often, do you?
Well, that's why it makes it so exciting.
Yeah, man.
Well, there's the famous.
It's an unpleasant watch.
What is the famous scene? John Irving.
Garp.
Oh, Garp.
Garp.
World according to Garp.
Great movie.
Now they didn't want to be in an accident; it just happened. Yeah,
Right.
That's quite
Somebody didn't know somebody else was parked in the driveway.
Right. And there was apparently at the time of the incident.
She bit it off.
Yeah.
Well, that's
there you go.
One way to put it. Okay. Well, we have something. I don't think there's any biting off in it, but we'll get to that coming up today. Also, we'll review shortly what we learned on yesterday's show, and boy, we sure learned a lot. Yikes. We have any breaking sports stories we need to cover quickly?
We got the NHL, actually, and they're ready to start their Eastern and Western Conference NHL Stanley Cup situations. The game one's tomorrow night? Yeah, Panthers. No, tonight. Panthers and the Rangers, 8 o'clock. Edmonton to Dallas at 8:30. That's the East and the West, Tom. And also tonight, the Pacers at Boston in game one of the Eastern Conference Finals. Timberwolves and Dallas tomorrow night in their game one.
Okay. Oh, before I forget.
How's that taste?
Ms. Jess Hooker will be joining us a little bit later on this morning. She had an opportunity to ride in the so-called two-seater, which is an Indycar race car around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And we have the whole thing, a great video.
Yeah.
Posted.
I don't know how they got that video. It's amazing. It's like ABC is covering the.
Because Noah's
the run.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
It's tremendous.
Cool.
Is he still? Is Noah still building that ark? Do you guys know anything?
I don't
he
know.
is.
Noah is our videographer, and he did a tremendous job.
Yes, he
and
did.
it does have closed captions, like it'll say No.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's on just the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. Highly recommend it. Jess will be here later on today to talk about the fact that she lived through it. Going.
Have you done that?
No, I would never. I'm terrified.
She was so excited. According to reports, you could hear her coming all the way around the track.
All right.
Probably actionable, but
you haven't done it either, have you?
No, I'm too. Well, at the time when I wanted to do it, I was too heavy. But now I think I'm too tall, and I might still be too heavy.
6'5" is the height required.
Oh,
Is the height
well, I'm not
maximum,
6'5".
so, yeah.
I'm right under. I'm in the 240s, 230s, 240s.
That's where Jess and I, we rock then because we're little enough we can get in there and
And
go.
you guys look great in the racing
Driver suit.
Yes, it just makes me angry.
although I imagine getting the driving suit off in an amorous situation would be rather difficult.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. I was gonna say, I don't think.
Are you kidding me? Drivers at the track trying to get their suits off.
Seriously, you're.
When an opportunity comes up, are you kidding me right now?
Do they have a zipper on them for last minute?
They have a zipper on them.
I would think.
Okay, all right. Well, in any event, you can watch that on the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. Ms. Hooker at speed.
She's so cute. Her eyes are just—they give it all away.
Yeah, that's true.
She's well. You and I were in a car with AJ. Is that right?
Al
Was he
Jr.
driving?
Al Jr.
Al Jr. AJ, Al Jr.? No, AJ. Anyway, he didn't a paper fly in the air and he grabbed it or something? And I was sure we were going into the wall at one point. I was absolutely certain.
Well, when we were going at speed in just some random car.
It was a pace car. He thought it was funny.
No, it was
Al thought it was funny.
Some random car, and he said, well, the tires on this car really aren't meant to be going this fast and turning. They may blow.
After we went that fast and turned.
Several times. In any event, it's a Jess Hooker at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in a race car. Very cool. And we'll be doing a special edition of this show, by the way, from that location coming up on Friday with some interesting special guests. What's coming up today in sports?
We've got the NBA Eastern Conference Finals begin tonight. We've got the NHL results last night. The Edmonton Oilers scored 3 times in the second period. Sorry, Christy. And beat the Canucks 3-2 in Game 7 to advance to the Western Conference Finals. Zach Hyman. Sorry again.
That's okay.
Christy. And Cody Ceci also scored. Evan Bouchard had 2 assists for the Oilers. I'm thinking of using Evan Bouchard to check into a hotel.
That's not a bad name for that.
Evan Bouchard. Mr. Bouchard will have the room service. Thank you.
Really?
Thank you very much.
And Mr. Bouchard speaks about himself in third person?
That's
I
right.
love it.
Mr. Bouchard needs turn-down service.
Is it Bouchard?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Nice wine, too.
One more. Kentucky court is postponing pro golfer Scotty Scheffler's appearance on charges. He injured a police officer and disobeyed commands during the PGA Championship. Scheffler handcuffed, taken to jail outside the Valhalla Golf Club last Friday morning. Due in court later today, but the judge has announced he is postponing that court date until June 3rd. And we will keep you posted on that. And how do you like wigs, Tom?
Wigs.
Really, really big wig coming up.
Okay.
Like hair, not
the party?
Not the wig.
I thought you meant a big wig, like a big.
IG instead of HIG.
Coming up, we have alligators in freshwater lakes in a northern state. We have lab-grown sashimi in the news. An update on the mail truck going over 100 miles an hour. A couple of cool world records, and another weird beer. Not weird beard, but weird beer being manufactured. And Cheez-It news.
Love them.
If you're a
Cheez-It fan, you want to get in your car and drive to Woodstock, New York.
Big fan.
That's all I'm going to say right now. I also want to say, ready, set, griddle. Weber has done it. The Weber Slate rust-resistant griddle is now out as the grilling season has officially opened. I'm sure you heard the gun a couple of weeks ago when the season opened. Boom. The carbon steel cooktop that's safe for metal tools from Weber. We had a great time last week with sort of a Weber fest, if you will, here with 3 different Weber grills up and running. And the Weber Slate rust-resistant griddle, I've been telling you for a long time how much I like this because you can make pancakes on it. That's right. That's right. And there's the batter's not going to fall through those slats. It's a preseason ready-to-cook, right on top of the box, ready to go. It's out of the box, ready to rock. It's the griddle that stays ready, not rusty. That's the key. And this griddle heats evenly, edge to edge, and it can reach. This is almost funny. 500 degrees.
Ooh.
Well, that seems too hot. Get away! It's 500 degrees.
Don't you love a steak though when it's charred on both sides?
Absolutely.
And red in the middle. Oh,
Salt steak, right?
You can cook it however you want because you can adjust that temperature. The Weber Works, by the way, is also part of the program. What is the Weber Works? Well, it's a prep cook and store system. So you don't have to run back inside the house every 2 minutes. Oh, wait a minute, forgot the spatula. Forgot the flipper gizmo. Forgot the salt. Nope, you can run back in it. No, it's right there in the Weber Works. See what I'm talking about? Check out the Weber website. Oh, I never thought about that until just now.
Weber website?
Yeah, www, the extra W's for Weber. Get fired up. Weber Slate rust-resistant griddle. This is awesome. High heat, even heat, fast heat. Weber.com. That's Weber. Weber.com. See what I'm talking about. Coming up, is that a statue or is that a giant penis? Well, it's in London. We'll tell you about that. And children's board games. Nope, that's ketamine. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Jess Hooker on the way.
I'd known Mike Pence since 1998 when I was working for WIBC and we moved downtown. He was working on Radio Network Indiana, and our offices were right next to each other. And this was before he ran for Congress and won, and way before governor and all that. And so we would go to lunch twice a week and just talk about that, this or the other. So then he became a congressman, and then he ran for governor, and I got to help with his campaign a little bit. I mean, I hosted his announcement party that he was running for governor, and I did I hosted his prayer breakfast as part of his inauguration and all that. So I was, just thrilled that, he and Karen had been lifted to this point. So in 2017, he had just been sworn in as vice president. And he was coming back to the 500 for the first time as vice president. And I'll never forget that morning, like 5 Black Hawk helicopters coming in and landing back on the golf course. These guys aren't jacking around, let me tell you. So it was set up that I would interview him in the suite that he was going to be in the second term on like lap 30 or 40. They were going to pick me up on like lap 30 and have me go up there. So I'm back in the garage area. And that year, I've been, thankfully, I've been on the 9th floor of the Pagoda for the 500 on the radio network. I've been in the North Pits. I've been here, there, and the other. Well, that year, I'm in the garage area and the hospital. That's what I'm covering. I'm the guy nobody wants to talk to because you've either broke or you crashed if you're talking to Dave. So it gets to be about half an hour before the start of the 500. And, of course, oftentimes on the first laps, there's an accident, and so I would have to go to the hospital and interview somebody. And then in like an hour, I'm supposed to go interview the vice president. So I thought, I better take care of business. So I go in the bathroom. I'm the only one back there. Everybody else is out on the starting grid. So I go to the bathroom, and I got a belt on that's holding up my pants, and I got another belt that's holding up my radio gear. So I get everything all situated, and I'm holding up my radio network belt with my little finger, and things are going fine. And all of a sudden, my finger slipped off that belt, and the river jumped off its banks all over the front of my pants, my khaki pants. A half an hour before the start of the race, an hour before I'm supposed to interview the vice president, I'm surrounded by 300,000 people. There's no way I'm going to run home and get another pair of pants. So, man, I'm grabbing towels and I'm wiping to beat the band. Oh, my gosh. And I do that. So, again, I'm the only one back there. So I jump on my golf cart and I run over to the south part of the garage area. And I'm standing out there in the sun and the wind going, come on, Mother Nature. And thank goodness, A, nobody crashed on the first lap. And B, my pants dried. Because what would what would be the reaction of the Secret Service when I come walking up to interview the vice president with Lake Michigan on my pants? So, but thankfully they all dried out. But I got to thinking afterwards, every square inch of that infield is covered with video. So somewhere on the 9th floor of the Pagoda, there's a guy staring at a bank of monitors going, will you look at that? Wilson pissed his pants.
Yeah, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I said B. Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
But it's strange living back in America, I mean, America's like a foreign country to me in a lot of ways.
Why?
I don't know. Things are weird. I have friends that don't eat bread anymore. Everybody's on a low-carb diet.
Well.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting. Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
Hello, calling, visiting, listening to show.
We're visiting with comedian Frank Caliendo. He was just talking about Raymond Burr.
Oh, Frank Caliendo.
John Madden. Does the John Madden. Very good. He was doing his impression of the fabulous actor Raymond Burr. You're familiar with Mr. Burr, of course. Perry Mason.
side, yes.
Actually, it was interesting because we were talking about one of Mr. Burr's earliest films, of course, the legendary the film.
Not familiar with early Raymond Burr.
Yes, I was in Godzilla.
I never
Frank, congratulations. You're here the 1 millionth time we've done that bit, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Chick McGee is here. There's Ace Cosby at the engineering board. I'm Josh Arnold. And Tom, a lot going on this morning.
Oh, did you know that that Ace Cosby's joke of the day is actually brought to you by Omaha Steaks?
I sure did.
Oh, boy.
It's tasty.
And a bad joke is rare. How about that?
Oh, there you go.
Usually the jokes
Better
are well done.
line.
Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Welcome back to the program. And if you're familiar with our show, this is the new format. We now do.
That's right. We're country now. No, wait a minute.
We do. We review yesterday's show.
Time now for things we learned yesterday on this morning's show, brought to you by Sleep Number. Save 50%. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's almost half.
Mm-hmm.
The Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Wicked smart. For limited time only at a Sleep Number store. Go to sleepnumber.com.
Chick, I have a quick email for you.
Go.
This comes to us from Tony A. and Beatrice. Tony's a truck driver in the oil field of West Texas. They traveled over 1,500 miles to see this show at Bowler, Wisconsin. And boy, if they didn't run into you at dinner.
Uh-oh.
Tony says, I shook your hand and you looked at him and said, make it quick, Skippy. Can't you see I'm eating?
My gosh, that sounds like me. I remember we had a very nice chat at the salad bar.
Oh,
Very
that's
cool,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, he was. We were checking out Ace. Nothing? No, okay. All right. Let's see. I thought yesterday, I mentioned this on the air. You remember Lums?
Lums.
Yeah, Lums.
Restaurant Lums, L-U-M-S.
That was didn't they boil their hot dogs and beer?
They boiled their hot dogs and beer, and at the age of 12, 13 years old, I thought if I ate 4 of their hot dogs, I would be so drunk. So that was my goal at a certain part of my life, to get drunk.
I'd like to
instead
try
of
that.
instead of now, where I just right out of the bottle. Okay. Stephen A. Smith and Spike Lee got to watch the New York Knicks lose big time Game 7 to the Pacers. They shot 76% field goal percentage, and
Stephen A. Smith gave a pep talk to the Knicks.
Yeah.
Is that an objective journalism gone?
Yeah.
Well, Dan Patrick was all over that yesterday.
And then he went on, Stephen A. Smith yesterday on his show went on about how the Knicks would have beaten the Pacers in 5 had they all been healthy. And my father would say if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass on the ground when he hopped around. My father was colorful, not like me. Josh enjoys zoning out on his porch and listens to birds and likes to watch the chipmunks.
That's right.
nice.
I do, yes. That's a very
No, they're eating your foundation,
an
those
important
chipmunks.
sort of a form of meditation.
No music, no headphones, no nothing.
Yeah, you got to take a break from everything every now and again. At least I do. I find it very beneficial.
You don't have the ringing and the birds in your ears yet, though, do you? Probably.
No.
You haven't worn headphones long enough. Yeah.
Oh, that's a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then the
But
conversation
right now, I don't have to
starts.
be around cicadas to hear them.
Oh, geez.
That's true.
I wake up in my room in the middle of the night.
Oh, no.
It's
tinnitus.
tinnitus
It's
or tinnitus. You
wonderful.
pick one.
Yeah.
We need to put up a scoreboard on this, keep a track of this. How long has Tom been in his new house? And he has yet to get into his pool.
Oh, yeah.
We need to keep track of that.
Did you move in last summer?
I'm guessing like 6 months, right?
Oh, it's
I
been
spent
a year.
at least half an hour yesterday doing some maintenance.
On the pool.
Yeah, I've never had a pool. Now that I have one, I realize why I didn't ever want one.
And
a lot of skimming and.
Do you have one of those little things where you check the chlorine or whatever you put in it? Or?
No, that's.
Oh, you have reverse osmosis.
I handed that off to somebody else.
And check local listings, but it was a good pool day. It was 90 yesterday around here, close. And And
never got in, did you?
Never got in.
I had a lot going on, getting it set up.
You can skim while you're standing in the pool, enjoying your pool.
Sure can.
A buddy of mine, good morning, Marty, and Christy. Christy knows Marty. He has all of his pool functions and controls on an app on his phone.
Wow.
He just dials everything in.
Yeah, that app does.
It doesn't work for you?
Tried to get that going the other night, and then, of course, you have to go to a new app. I swear to God, you need to have a password, and it has to be, it's so complicated. I'd really like to have a gun and walk into the place and just shoot the guy. God.
Do pools still require those floaty things that will that leak the chemicals, the cleaning stuff?
It depends on what kind of pool you have.
Oh, okay.
There are now saltwater, like reverse osmosis pools or something, or I don't know how it works.
We used to like to throw those at each other. And,
sure.
I mean, this app is so complicated.
Do you have a pool house, like a nice pool house?
Right there. Yeah.
That I could
live in?
If I hit on hard times here?
There's no bed.
Any day?
There's a very nice couch.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well.
I can sleep on a couch.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't proud.
TV, couch, refrigerator. It's got the whole thing.
That's right.
Go.
Everything you need.
I think the answer is yes.
I'm there.
If I could remember the password to the
to the app to get me into the pool house.
What are they? Why does that need an app? I mean, seriously, is someone going to turn the temperature down on my pool without my knowledge?
Honey, they broke into the pool on their iPhone.
I'm so sick of these passwords.
My favorite apps now are the ones that you don't need a password. However, when you put your email in, they send you an email. And then you click on the email link, and you're into the app. Boom. You don't have to worry about anything but your email. You understand what I said?
No.
Yeah, I like that.
My email address is too long. I don't want to have to type that in again. I'm just tired of it.
Let's say you're going to short people with weird shirts.
Yeah.
Your app that you follow.
Sure.
And I see
Whatever.
you're wearing number 17 today. So you're there, and in order to get in, you put your email in on that app. Christy at hooha.com, whatever it is. And then it comes on the screen. We've sent a link to your email. Click on that, and you're in the app.
You don't need your password.
You don't need a password. Boom. Slam.
It's got to be 10 letters. They can't be consecutive. You can't have consecutive numbers. Blah, 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 blah.
And the bane of your existence, the special character.
Oh, yeah.
The exclamation point.
Well, is that what everyone uses? The exclamation point?
So.
I think so, too. No?
Ampersand?
I have a secret one that I use.
Are you rocking an ampersand?
What do you use?
Teal Day? Teal Day? It's got to be Teal Day.
No, it's not Teal Day.
Do you use the at?
It's top secret because I don't want anyone changing the temperature of my pool without my knowledge. No, I'm not kidding. I logged onto it and they've changed that. You have to download a new app. It's just so ridiculous. Whatever it is, I'm having it taken away permanently and finding out where these people live. God.
Oh, what a tough life. Your pool app is giving you trouble.
That's what I'm telling you. Josh, just wait. One of these days, you'll get the bag. First thing you're going to do is get a pool and then start going, God, Tom was right about how annoying this app is.
I will never forget, in this century, I had decided I was going to get a house with a pool, and I asked Tom about it, and he goes, you know what my advice is? If you get first thing you do, you buy a house with a pool, fill it in.
Isn't that what Nixon did at the White House?
He put a bowling alley.
He changed it to a bowling alley. Yeah. Government money well spent.
And what's your rule on if a house has a trampoline? What's that? That's another fun one.
Good luck getting insurance.
No, it's where are they going to put the ramp?
Yeah, for the kid to breathe through.
Okay. Josh was known as Joshy Teacher. Is that right?
That is right. Yeah.
Instead of Mr. Arnold, he
in South Korea?
English in South Korea.
Joshy Teacher.
Do not, we learned this yesterday on the show, do not shove a wooden chopstick into your male member.
No, we don't recommend
Please
that.
don't do that.
A guy did that, and it was so deep in, they had to be surgically removed. But the weird part about that story was...
He had a friend do it.
He claimed that his buddy did it.
Yeah, that's a friend.
That is a friend.
That they were drinking in his... there's got to be more to that story.
Do you admire the fact that dogs everywhere, if they're, let's say you have 2 dogs, and if they go out, their bathroom breaks, sync up, and they go out in the backyard together and squat, and number 2 together? Could you do that with any of your friends in plain sight?
No.
So what about one stall next to the other? I've done that.
No, I'm going to add it has to be out in the open because that's the way the dogs do it.
On what occasion
That's a close friend.
would that be occurring?
Camping?
Hunting, I guess.
I don't know, camping hunting. Or hunting or whatever, Maybe you're out in the woods burying a body.
Certain
where in a new
military
highway.
situations, I know
Right.
for a fact that has
Well,
happened.
it wouldn't be my first choice.
I think you get over it pretty quickly.
In an emergency, I suppose one could do it, as opposed to this situation where the 42-year-old patient, by the way, known as Mr. ND, had to have a chopstick removed from his male member.
Yeah.
But you know, did you have the whole story where at the end, then after the doctor took that out, he had to take out 12 fortune cookies that were shoved up his ass?
I missed that part.
I've heard of a
I just
shy.
made that up.
I've heard of a shy bladder. A shy bowel. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I bet.
It must be.
Yeah, remember the story? Who was the celebrity that can only poop if there's someone in the room with her?
Tori Spelling.
Tori Spelling.
One of her kids, right?
Yeah.
I think it was a kid.
Why don't just
Boy, that kid.
Poor
I
bastard.
hope she inherits enough money for some really good psychiatrist for that kid.
Yeah.
Well, you'd think she'd be sad.
By the way, the chopstick thing, I think that we missed the most important part of this. This took place in Vietnam.
Right.
I mean, if it had been in the United States, that would have been a fork.
I don't think you could get a fork in there. Come on.
I bet you could.
People have tried.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Maybe
Probably go
those-
handle first, and then
Maybe those little ones that you use on a fondue.
Oh, that's right.
Those are cute.
The little stabber fork.
those are real long.
Oh no, the little when you get shrimp cocktail. They have a
Sure,
little
that
fork.
one
Oh,
too.
that's good.
Yeah.
I think I could.
Do you have those at your house? Do you have those little teeny little forks? You do
Your shrimp
really?
cocktail fork?
Yes. You know what else I have?
What?
There's electricity. I have a TV.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you're saying the basics when you first move in, you got to have electricity, a TV,
And my
furniture, and
shrimp
those little
cocktail
and
fork.
shrimp cocktail
Yes,
forks.
yes,
I mean,
do.
I may have a pool with an app, but I don't have shrimp cocktail forks.
I have a water purifier
sure
there
about
at my
that?
sink.
I don't know, Christy. Be quiet.
Kick it on.
All I know is I hate crushed ice, and I have a crushed ice machine. I didn't want to have a pool, and I've got a pool.
You know,
Sounds like you're living the dream,
most
Tom.
important thing about a relationship is you have to learn to compromise.
Yeah.
And then you arrive at
compromise.
the top. Do you really? You're still complaining about the crushed ice machine?
All I said was, if we're building a new house, all I ask is that we have a round dining room table.
What's
Did
your
you get
dining room table look like? Rectangle?
Please tell me it's rectangle.
No, it's more of an oval. A slender oval.
Wait a minute. It sounds to me like, and I don't want
Well, that's a compromise.
I know. I don't want to get in the middle of everything, but it sounds like she's sticking it. That is a move.
She's in charge.
I'll show him a round table. Looks like an egg.
No, it's a compromise. She wanted rectangle. You wanted round. You got that.
I didn't get round.
You got oval. At
Well,
least
but it defeats the purpose.
you have corners.
See, a round
that are
table.
rounded.
A round table. Everyone is. You know how I feel about equality.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know how you feel about the need to perform when you're forced to eat a meal with you. I'm aware of that.
You want to be able to talk to everybody equally. When you're at a rectangular table, you can't because the person you're trying to talk to is 3 people over. I don't like them.
I think you've
I
got
agree with that.
Round
preposition
tables are the
trouble there.
best.
It's not talk to people. You talk at people. You realize that.
I'm trying to teach them.
I would think you want to sit at the head of the table.
Well, wherever he is,
There isn't a head of the
if it's
table.
ahead of
That's the
table.
other thing about it. It's hard to explain. Ace. The way
Well,
that
yes, there would at an oval. There would most certainly be a head of a table.
not really. That's too narrow there. So you have to. I can't explain it. All I know is I do have a round dining room table. It's in the basement in the corner.
The cards to play cards on.
I don't play cards. I hate playing cards.
You hate playing cards. You hate movies.
Doesn't like it in the pool.
I like
Hates
movies.
the pool.
Yeah.
No, you don't. I don't know why that hasn't connected in your brain.
Have you
yet.
sat through Fall Guy yet?
I have not.
I'll give you $50 if you can watch it without getting up and leaving.
I give Ryan Gosling a lot of room. I like him very much.
Good luck.
There's a video where he and a bunch of the people from the movie are riding around listening to Journey any way you want it, and I watched it 5 times.
It's better than the movie.
It was a great. We got into an argument about bologna or bologna.
It's bologna.
And one of you guys, Josh, said bologna. You remember what you said bologna was?
Hot dog pancakes.
Hot dog pancakes. That's exactly
I
right.
have never had bologna in my life.
Well,
I haven't.
the reason we were talking about it was
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
Joey Chestnut ate 14 pounds of bologna in 8 minutes.
That's ridiculous.
We might want to call him up and see if...
Let's find a new word other than ridic for ridiculous. Can I put
You
that
don't
in
like
question?
that?
Ridic.
Don't use it around Caitlyn Jenner. She changed her mind.
Is it gone?
Redid? Oh,
I thought she still had it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody's really talking about that.
I thought she looked swell in a nice summer dress, but she still has her penis. I think she does.
No, yeah,
Which is
there
fine.
was talk that she did have the surgery, but I don't know.
I'll look that
It
up.
really doesn't matter.
Well,
I
want to know.
You can't hang your medal on an erection anymore if you don't have it.
If you put in, did Caitlyn Jenner lose? It just says her medals. No.
Oh, okay. Let's see now. What else?
More. Christy Lee was once at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and she saw famous people.
It says that she did have it, and it was successful, and she feels wonderful and liberated.
So now she has the giner?
That's what it says.
All right.
Don't they?
She's got a pretty good sense of humor.
They fillet it, right? Isn't that the deal?
They butterfly it and tuck it in, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Or they empty it and tuck it in.
You don't get to take it home in formaldehyde.
No, they fold it back.
Talk about what
Well,
once was.
They need to keep the head because that's your orgasm part. You can't get rid of your orgasm. I mean, I might want to change sex, but I don't want to go crazy. Hang on a
If you're
second.
getting your medical information from this show, they're in the wrong place.
Now they're saying there's conflicting reports.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't either.
You're saying the word re-dick is no longer being used. That's all we're trying to do.
All right.
Re-dick is off limits. Tom, it's time to play a new game with the Chick McGee. Do you realize that?
Of course I do. This
very
is
exciting.
a great game. It's called What Will Chick Pick?
Okay.
Of course, we have the Chick Shoeing of the Week coming up.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be doing that when it gets closer
Football
to
season.
the NBA Finals. But right now, What Will Chick Pick is not a sporting event. It's sponsored by our good friends at Silac. And, here's what we're talking about. Two possible scenarios. You pick either A or B. Ready?
Go.
Okay, scenario A. In retirement, you spend all day stressing out about the stock market. Or scenario B, just have the money direct deposited into your bank account.
I'll take B, Tom.
Correct, Chick McGee, or should I say direct deposit McGee?
Direct deposit, Double D. That's me, Double D McGee. Retired, sitting around, watching the tube at the compound, shopping online, breaking down boxes. No downside. Wait a minute, there must be a catch.
With Silac, you can maintain control of funds during your retirement. You can have downtrend protection even when Wall Street gets, shall we say, wonky.
Those are some great cans. What about can'ts?
There's one huge can't. You can't outlive your money.
Sounds good. Silac, huh?
That's right, Silac. S-I-L-A-C. Get all the information at S-I-L-A-C-I-N-S, like Silac Insurance. SILACINS.com/Bob and Tom. Silac Insurance Company. Online at SilacINS.com/Bob and Tom. That's SilacINS.com/Bob and Tom. And coming up, we have more sporting news, a couple of other things we missed on yesterday's show, of course.
Right.
And Jess Hooker is going to talk about going around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at speed in the famous two-seater. And there's a great video. You'll find it in the various Bob and Tom social media platforms, the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. And it does have closed captions because it's kind of noisy out there if you want to hear what she has to say. Coming right back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also...
Hey guys, Santino Ferrucci here, driving at the number 14 AJ Foyt Racing Homes for Troops Chevrolet. We're here at the Indianapolis 500. We just want to give a shout out to Homes for Troops. They build custom housing for veterans that have fought, that have disabilities, and they pay for the whole house. They pay for all the monthly expenses. They really take care of our troops when they come back from fighting overseas. So it is a fantastic organization, one of the best you can donate to.
This is Willie Griswold. We are live at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway talking to our new friend. Sir, what is your name?
Josh Morris.
Mark Cloud. What are your guys' favorite traditions about the Indianapolis 500?
Just meeting up with all the guys we always hang out with here at the track.
Drinking to the first car on track.
Do you ever get a tear in your eye during Back Home Again in Indiana?
Absolutely.
Every year.
It's kind of a bummer. So we have this petition today. If you guys would like to change the singing of Back Home Again, Indiana to the not controversial song by not controversial figure, Going Back to Indiana by Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5.
I'm not so sure about that one. Not so sure about that.
What is your name?
John.
Would you sign it for us?
Man, I don't know. No, probably no.
I am here with Doug of the Gordon Pipers. Would you like to change Back Home Again in Indiana to Going Back to Indiana by the Jackson 5?
You're out of your f***ing mind? Oh, sorry.
Sir, what is your name?
Zach.
Would you like to sign this?
I listen to that song every single year. I'll gladly sign this for you.
Yes!
Well, Dan Weldon was the Lionheart was the 2005 and 2011 Indy 500 winner, and he was just such a personable person. And one of my favorite moments was after the 2005 500. In 2006, we come back, and I remember interviewing him and him talking about the effect of going back to his hometown in Emberton, England, and the reaction that he got being the Indy 500 champion, and how much that meant to him. I could tell when Juan Pablo Montoya, I don't mean to any disrespect, but when he won the race in 2000, I don't think he realized what he had done. It didn't mean that big a deal to him. And when he won in 15, I think it did. But in 2000, I don't think it meant that much to him. But to see Weldon's passion, and to see him with his kids when they were very, very little in the garage area, and just his confidence in August, after he won the race in May of 11, and then in August, they had announced that big race that they were going to do in Vegas in October, and this was August, and he was back doing PR for that event during the Brickyard, and I saw him in the media center. I did a last interview with him, about does it ever get old? Oh, no, it doesn't get old winning the Indy 500 and how important it was to him. But just his passion, how deep he felt about that. Mark Dismore, who was an IndyCar driver, owns a Newcastle Motorsports Park out in Newcastle, Indiana. It's an outdoor, it's like a European karting track and facility. And Weldon had a kart out there and was out there all the time running, and just here's a two-time Indy winner just hanging out, running his go-kart, his shifter cart, but he just loved it. And he just loved being a part of it. And when you see this stuff of him pouring the milk on himself and laying on the bricks, and his passion just shone through, and his love and his realization of what that place meant. And just carrying that mantle as an Indy 500 champion everywhere he went.
Talk to the bitch in the kitchen.
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah. Right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was? Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, what the hell is this for? She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years.
Oh, that was a beautiful
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmonds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
A thought from Paul Gilmartin.
Down the elevator shaft they plunged, hurtling towards their death, their faces drawn by Edvard Munch. They smelled the devil's breath. Your tongue, she said at number 3. Let me see its size. He grinned and licked his forehead. She buckled at the thighs. The impact satisfied them both. Police were left some clues. A smiling woman all alone in a stranger's pair of shoes.
Hi, this is Andy Kindler, and this is a different register in my voice. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. So continue
for you.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy, Ace, Josh, Pat under the weather. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Chick.
We're right in the middle of things we learned yesterday.
Did we miss anything?
Today's show. We got a bunch. There's that to bring us right back. Christy was once at the Beverly Hills Hotel. We talked. I forgot. Didn't you mention you met?
I was at the Beverly Hills Hotel having brunch one day, and Robert Duvall was there.
Robert Duvall.
And
yes.
Wang.
Great actor.
And that brings up
Robert
Tom.
Duvall from The Godfather.
Waiter.
Apocalypse Now.
I love the smell of sausages in the morning.
Yeah.
Love the smell of pancakes in the morning. Blueberry pancakes, Mr. Duvall.
Nope. Blueberry pancakes are
we had the school bus that got stolen. I love that story. Guy steals a school bus and then brings it back.
Yeah.
Tells the cops, hey, I was high and drunk. You got to give him a little bit of credit. If I were the judge, thanks for bringing it back. And
doesn't thank you mean or I'm sorry mean anything anymore?
And it's my understanding the guy stopped at all the railroad crossings as he was fleeing.
Well, he did the right thing.
Oh, of course. He was in a bus. He had to.
Drew Storen's Major League Baseball former pitcher extraordinaire joined us yesterday, and he has the Field of Dreams bourbon. Another run of those.
And it's my understanding
he sent me a text yesterday.
It's sold out,
Yep.
but it's still available in some stores.
Right.
Man, that's great. That's
yeah, go online and check it out. It's, once again, Field of Dreams.
Thanks to all who got some, and congratulations.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it's made from the actual corn on that. They lease the rights to the corn on the Field of Dreams field. So
he also explained to us the meaning of the term banjo hitter in baseball. That's the player who hits the baseball in kind of a soft manner. It sounds like a banjo plug.
Plinks.
Clink. Plink. Banjo hitter, can of corn. You know what that is? Like a pop fly.
Mm-hmm.
Shallow pop.
A rope.
A frozen rope.
Yeah.
That got out of here quick. Josh Arnold does a fabulous Southern gentleman enjoying his bourbon on his porch.
Certainly a fan. You all remember. Well, even I don't. Oh, Grover Emerson Thorne.
I know Grover and Emerson were in there. I'm not sure what order.
Yes. Perhaps he'll make a visit here presently.
Presently.
Seems to be a bit close today.
Yes.
Mama
I do
needs a
find
mint julep.
I do find succor in your company.
Succor. S-U-C-C-O-R. Succor.
Thank you very much.
Succor.
We had the meat dump.
I'm sorry?
Meat dump.
I don't remember the meat dump.
Sounds like something that happens at Fago de Chow.
Yeah,
it does.
I kept giving him the green card.
At the side of a road in Ohio, they found an entire truckload of meat just dumped at the side of the road. They had to send authorities out to bury it.
Ugh.
That doesn't seem to me like it would be there very long. Aren't there?
Yeah, you'd think carrion would take care of that pretty quickly.
Varmints and creatures.
They'll be probably digging it up, but apparently the smell was somewhat unpleasant.
Had to have been rancid.
Yeah. Reno Collier's country-fried take yesterday was some folks want to be famous, and he's not one of those anymore.
He realized what's important to him.
That's what he said.
And interestingly enough, Drew Storm was saying that he met Derek Jeter, obviously in a professional capacity as a fellow major leaguer, and he was great.
Yep.
He's a super nice guy.
Jeets.
Which is great to hear. You love to hear about that when a guy's...
Yes.
Was he the swag bag guy?
He was the swag bag guy.
Yes, he was.
Right.
Isn't that nice?
You want to explain that?
Yeah, he would hook up with a lady, and at the end of the so-called hookup, he would always send her home with a nice swag bag.
Yeah.
What is the
free merch
Steve Carell movie where he's a magician, where he
Burt Wonderstone. Yeah, the incredible Burt Wonderstone.
He gives women a swag bag and he gets to take a picture with him after they close
I
the
like
deal.
that movie.
It was okay.
Jim Carrey and
Jim
Steve
Carrey's like Chris Mind Freak guy. Yeah.
We had
all
yesterday a brewery in Australia that's making a beer using camel dung.
It doesn't seem like that would be very tasty.
No, it's Pabst Brown Ribbon, I believe. Is the,
What? Well, don't you think in Australia to make beer they would use something from the kangaroo?
Oh,
maybe
they're doing
because of the hops.
They're doing everything.
There's like 6 jokes here, Tom. And
Yeah, there
Oh, sorry. And because coming up today, we have yet another weird beer. You know, there's always something. We had, remember the one that was made out of...
There's always something.
No, we had the one a couple years ago made out of the feminine secretions of...
Yeah, of a porn star.
Of porn star.
Yes, I remember that.
By feminine, just do you mean excitement or?
Yeah, the excitement part.
Gotcha.
They
monthly.
They good question. That could have been anything. It could have been a swab of God knows what. No, they said it was apparently a swab taken in the mommy front naughty.
I see.
Front naughty, and then there was the one made of
Get some of that wild.
There was one made from the pubes of a porn star. There was one made from the beard of the brewer. They can apparently you can. Somewhat fraudulently, I think, make beer out of whatever you say it was you put in it. But we have another one coming out today.
Okay.
But the one made from camel dung, is it a dark beer, by the way? I'm not familiar with camel feces, is it?
I don't know. I don't know what the camel.
I bet it plops real good.
Oh.
It falls from that height. Slap.
Oh, yeah.
I bet it just slaps against.
That should be their commercial. Look at the head on this. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Red from the tap.
How do they get the sand out of that? You would think. Right? Wow. They have to.
That's why they have those lovely lashes, isn't
I've
it?
got something especially for you, Tom, over here. You've long said that you'd like 2 different car horns.
Yes,
your automobile.
There should be one that's hey, sorry, the lights turned green. Could you stop texting and move your car? Yeah.
Kind of a throat clearing horn.
Not a road rage inducing.
But you need a road rage horn, so you need 2 horns, is what you're saying. Right?
This day and age, the road rage, calm down.
Okay.
You're going to get shot.
This is the short, friendly horn.
Oh, that's nice.
Right? Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. And this is the angry horn.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Holy hell.
Now, is that just the same horn being played carefully?
Now, which one are you when you pick up a date?
Let's go!
Get in the car, come on!
It's gonna suck itself.
If you
do this.
You have a daughter. Did you ever have a guy pick her up from your house?
They always. I want to say they always came in.
Tom.
I'm
okay. They did, so if a guy ever pulled up and pulled that,
right, and even the.
Isn't that an immediate? Wait a minute.
That's a negative check mark in his column.
Yeah.
And if he has a van with a big, sign on the side.
Winnebago.
The penetrator.
Yeah.
And something wagging on the back.
If his vans are rocking, don't bother knocking. And maybe this is not the date for you. Coming up, we have a little bit of sporting news.
Yeah, more sports. Caitlin Clark and the Fever lose again, but they're making progress. We could say they only lost by 4 to the Connecticut Sun in Indianapolis. And we'll take another look at the NHL playoffs and world records, including Wiggs and David Rush.
Ooh.
So please, rush right back.
2 interesting cheese stories. A woman who is alleged to have a cheese addiction and Cheez-Its with their own restaurant. That's right. It's coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the...
Hey, everybody, this is Tom from the Bob and Tom Show to tell you about a great cause to help support our veterans.
The number 14 ABC Supply Team Chevy will be repping homes for our troops in the Indianapolis 500.
During the month of May, ABC Supply will match donations made to homes for our troops up to $1 million to build more specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans.
To learn more and donate, visit bobandtom.com/HFOT by clicking the link below.
We do have to wait a year for the next Indy 500, and we say goodbye to 94's race with a special song entitled 500 Miles, sung by Haywood Banks. Our special thanks to its author, Tom Griswold, for permission to share it with you. I'm Bob Jenkins. So long, everyone.
Finish line. STP, Coyote, and Carburation Day, Pennzoil, Marlboro, Buick, and Chevrolet. Turn for the terrace, the snake pit below the one.
Do you find your accent changes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of my days at Tulane.
The humidity.
Oh, yes.
God, it was so
Thicker
close.
than pea soup.
It was close there.
Very close.
Very close.
Oh, the devil's breath do take you, don't it?
Goodness.
I'm so sorry. I have no idea where we are.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Sex is so prevalent in our society that nobody mentions what happens if you keep having it. You know, that, I think every porno movie should end with giving birth to triplets. You know, just as a disclaimer, you know. So everybody knows, you know, what you get, you know. But I'm a stepfather, too. Which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you know, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You know, you're not like my real dad. You know, that's right. You can find me. You know. Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories, you know.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
I ate a pie in a car.
By myself. The apple pie that we had, it was so thick and beautiful. I just ate it like a piece of pizza.
Wait a minute. So you ate a pie by cutting it into triangular pieces and eating it one by one?
Like
what a weirdo!
Like a pizza. No, like without a fork is what I meant. You pick it up and you eat it like a piece of pizza. You dick.
Well, internet porn.
Oh.
Well, there's
photography. You know, people don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
You know, because of the internet.
Oh, that's
But I think you missed out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Pat Godwin under the weather. I think it's syphilis.
Poor guy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
I'm under the weather. It's called cotton Cottonwood.
Cottonwood?
Oh my God, my allergies are bad.
Oh. I have
Check local
allergies,
listings.
Tom. I'm allergic to work.
I'm surprised you're not sneezing right now. We've left out something from yesterday's show we forgot to mention.
What?
Okay.
Researchers at the University of Colorado School of Medicine say organ transplant recipients may inherit some of their donors' personality traits.
Oh, that's right. I remember that story.
I'm finding this very hard to believe.
Bunk is what I say.
Undeniable fact.
They call it cellular memory.
Yep.
Is the theory on this.
I got your cellular memory.
I'm not sure. I am not a transplant patient. I do have a heart valve that was created using cow tissue, and I don't.
What? Here's that cow.
Hasn't affected me in any way whatsoever.
She's shaking her head up and down. Yes.
There were two gags going on at once. It was too much comedy.
That's the gentleman who took your cow heart up.
Oh.
Bossy?
Bossy, Bessie, whatever.
Oh, no.
Well, you killed a cow. Are you happy?
I hope they turned the rest of him or her into some cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
WNBA action last night.
You mean the W?
Yeah, I finally heard that the other day.
Is that a thing? I've not heard it from anyone but you.
They want to be rebranded as the W.
The Liberty beat Seattle 74-63 in the other game in Indianapolis. The Fever hosted the Connecticut Sun, and Connecticut winning late, 88-84, with Indiana clinging to a 76-75 lead with just over 3 minutes to play. Caitlin Clark turned the ball over and drew her fifth foul. She tried to fight for the ball. She was called for a technical, too.
Ooh.
She was on television saying what anyone would.
We can read lips.
When in the heat of battle. Hey,
I'll do it in slow motion. That's a.
Nice.
Connecticut tied the score when Dewana Bonner. I have to take a look at her. She made one of two free throws, took the lead 46 seconds later on Harris's three-point play, made it 82-78. And then Indiana had a chance to tie the score, but Aaliyah Boston missed a layup with like 3 seconds left, and the Sun win 88-84. But I think all in all, if I'd like to offer my expert opinion on basketball, of which I have no knowledge, they look better.
A good showing?
Caitlin, she turned her ankle early in the game and came roaring back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fun. And the question is she going to be in the Olympics?
I think that's probably the next question we have to answer. Yeah. What do you think, Tom? You think she's?
I don't know. I'm not. That'd be a smart move, I think, ratings-wise.
I hope she does whatever she wants.
That's right. What do you think, Harrison?
During the season, or is?
What do you think Harrison Butker would want her to do?
Who's that?
Well, he
get knocked up and have a couple of babies.
Commencement.
Oh, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, a lot of people
could have his opinion.
His name's not Butler; it's Butker. There's a K, but that's all right.
By the way, if I can interrupt your sports broadcast,
please go ahead.
We have a little bit of Tom speak.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Once again, these are when you can't think of the words. I could not think of the word cauliflower. Mm-hmm. I blurted out ghost broccoli.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I think something to do with the brain on cauliflower, because it always looks like a brain to me.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working on this invention because I do like to eat broccoli a lot, especially, what's that little mini broccoli called?
Broccolini.
There you go, broccolini.
That's good, too.
What about, I thought it was florets or something.
Yeah,
that's the part of the broccoli.
Yeah, but you can, getting the broccoli to stay warm, even for a couple minutes, is almost impossible.
Yes.
Hey, Josh, I don't know if you've heard, but I'm having trouble with my pool. And have you ever tried to keep broccoli warm?
You mean peasant weed? I rarely have it.
Well, see, I'm not to suggest, Josh, that you've ever eaten a vegetable, but the thing about broccoli...
I like the way I started that, and he's hammering away at you. You can hammer at me. It's
the man who eats more vegetables than probably all of us in this room.
It's much funnier if he doesn't, you see. Now,
and I like those cheese vegetables covered in cheese.
Yeah. It really does help.
Man, you put them in the microwave.
They're much healthier.
30 seconds later, later. Oh, man.
Broccoli and cheese
Squeeze
sauce.
them into your mouth like a tube of toothpaste.
And that'll preserve the heat, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Put a little cheese sauce
I mean,
on
no
it.
matter what you do, it gets
Yeah.
cold too fast.
It does,
Eat it
yeah. You want
first.
to, yeah.
No matter what you do.
You do. You got to eat it first.
You got to eat it first. You got to
NBA
eat it last.
NBA playoffs tonight. Pacers at Boston. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
6-6. Let's go.
Well, now, I'm sure the pundits will all pick Boston, of course.
Again, like they all picked New York.
And was it a 16 of 16 picked the Knicks to win Sunday?
There's a famous meme out there that, 16. Nixon winning Game 7 in the series. 16 so-called.
And I've been saying this for years on the NFL every week when those guys do their picks. They should show their record.
I wonder why they don't, because honestly, as a viewer, that seems real fun to me. And I don't think if somebody was like, "Oh, my record's 2-14,"
sometimes
nobody's going to go. Well,
sometimes they do, but
on Fox they do.
They say, "Okay,"
because they have a little thing called the lead dog. You're the lead dog.
Okay, because like the guy will be 2-14, and he's the authority on what's going to happen in the game.
Hang on, I need to talk to Ace.
Oh,
hey, how's it going? You need to stop watching the pregame shows. You just can't.
I don't really watch them.
Well, I don't need you. Get away from that. You can watch all your other horrible TV. It's fine.
I might be prepping a pizza or something, and I get it on. You know.
Tom.
You prep pizzas before the game?
Yeah.
I prep pizzas before the game.
Well, see, you guys have more in common than
you guys should hang.
Yeah.
Ebony
and Ivory. Be like me. Ace has been to my house. He went to a Kiss concert
I haven't
together.
been to your house. I've never gone to a concert with you.
Because you don't like Kiss.
Yeah, that's not true. I don't like Gene Simmons. I'm not speaking to him, and he knows why.
Why?
And then tomorrow night, the Mavs at Minnesota.
Mavericks?
The Mavericks. And James Garner rears his ugly head.
Did anyone else? Maybe that was just my school.
Yeah, it was just your school.
Everybody called him.
Did you just hear what he said?
Yes.
At least now there's a realization.
You need to look up this psychological principle. I'm not making this up. It occurs in people who are famous, and they think what they're doing, everyone's doing it.
I didn't come up with Mavericks. It was probably Bobby McChesney. But the point
he
is,
said, "Do you think it was just my school?"
Yeah.
Might have been Simi
in an
Kaplan.
amazed tone.
Do you know what he said to me during the break? He goes, "I think we live in a bubble."
Oh.
I'm like, "Yeah, we do."
You think?
Oh, yeah.
You think?
Okay.
I do think you people do live in a bubble.
I think you.
I do not live in the same bubble as you guys.
Yeah, but let me.
You benefit from some shade from the bubble.
Let me ask you.
I'm not saying I can't go in and rest.
Let me ask you this. Would you prioritize, say, having teeth as opposed to spending $5,000 on a sleeve of tattoos?
Well, you get all. I have tattoos.
Yeah, but you also have teeth, and if you had to do
two less than I did.
If you had to do one or the other.
Well, maybe the tattoos came before the teeth went out. You don't know.
Oh, man, that's the chicken and the egg, tattoos in the teeth.
Yes.
Man, oh, man, the eternal struggle, huh?
The white trash chicken and the egg.
Tattoos in the teeth. Son of a gun. And then we've got...
we were going to get the teeth fixed for her, but then I had an opportunity to get this tattoo.
Oh, boy.
Look at this.
Look at this, he said.
That's Tweety.
Tomorrow night, game 1 between the Panthers and the Rangers in the NHL. That's Panthers, of course, but I can't speak. And then the Oilers at the Dallas Stars Thursday night.
What's the dumbest name in the NHL?
And the NHL.
Oh, boy.
The Wild?
I was just going to say, I don't care for the Wild only because I like the North Star whole thing, the logo, the whole.
Yeah.
They should bring Minnesota North Stars back. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, the Wild it might be down there.
I always call it the Minnesota Wild.
Yeah.
The Ducks seem silly. It started with when they were the Mighty Ducks,
they were
which was already kind of silly because it was the same logo as the movie and everything.
Yeah, but it was
a Disney team. What do you expect?
Yeah, that was planned.
Right.
The whole thing. Yeah.
Talk to my dog about ducks.
Ducks? You don't like ducks?
What happened? Your dog's killing ducks?
Every time I take the dogs out, one of them, the boy dog, looks at me. I hate ducks.
Oh, wow.
It's the weirdest thing. He hates ducks.
I saw the weirdest thing yesterday. I was out for my walk.
Yes.
I'm walking by this big field. I see a squirrel going by. And then I see a bird, a robin, trying to land and peck at it.
At the squirrel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my other dog. She hates squirrels.
That
that's
sounds like
interesting.
That sounds like a street beef to me. Yeah.
This is my turf.
That squirrel took some seed that robin had his eye on.
I've never seen a bird that aggressive to another animal.
I wonder what happened.
Check local listings. We have incredibly fat squirrels so far this season.
And
they're doing well, yeah.
How do the squirrels know just exactly the right time to run up the tree as your dog is running right behind them to run up the tree? And the squirrels are way in the top, and they're still at the base. How do they know how to do that, Tom?
Well,
Tom, didn't we learn that this was some weird season with more acorns
last year? Yeah,
so that's the fat squirrels.
Is that right?
There's a random time when the acorns, there are a lot more of them. But sometimes I have a friend that has a rather unusual dog that 4 squirrels in the last month.
Whoa!
We were talking about it Saturday.
Wow.
That's a
my
psycho
Golden's
dog.
10 and a half, and she's only brought 1 squirrel.
My dogs have never
to the
gotten a
back door.
squirrel.
But man, she was happy though. I've never seen her so.
You should have called me. I would have showed it to my boy dog, and he would have gone, I hate ducks.
Do you have a lot of rabbits? Man, I got a lot of rabbits.
It's a bumper crop for rabbits.
It
this
is
year,
a bumper
too.
crop for rabbits.
And once again, Josh, you're supposed to leave them alone, right?
Yeah. I almost took and sired. Well, wait. Yeah, sired a...
adopted. I think. The siring sounds like you're...
Like you.
That's what I thought with fired. Fathered sounded like that to me, too. Adopted a baby rabbit I found, but then I looked online and said, don't do that. It's fine. And it was.
You ever run over a nest of baby rabbits?
Okay, that's
in a lawnmower.
My dad did one day. And
My God,
it was honestly, I don't know that he's ever felt worse. It was, a lot of crying. But there's never crying when it's grilling season.
Yes.
Especially when you have the finest meats out there from our friends at Omaha Steaks. That's right. And speaking of dads, my gosh, if Father's Day isn't right around the corner, give him a gift this year that's guaranteed to take him to his happy place. What was my dad's happy place? The track? He enjoyed that. Well, he could instead stay at home and have a steak, and that would be his happy place. Omaha Steaks. Your world-class dad deserves world-class steak.
This is the best Father's Day gift out there.
Yeah, it is.
If you're struggling, thinking, what am I going to get my dad? He doesn't want a tie. He can take all the ties you've given him and create a noose if you give him one more.
Anybody want to guess when Father's Day is? I'll wait.
I'm going to say Saturday.
June.
Yep.
Saturday.
No, it's Saturday of June.
June
Isn't it a Sunday this year? And every year?
June 16th.
Yes,
we have a winner.
So you've got a little bit of time, but don't dilly-dally. The Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy for you to order him a perfectly selected gift package starting at only $89. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use this promo code BTS at checkout. That's going to get you an additional discount when you shop gourmet gift packages for Dad's Day. Pick from premium proteins like the juicy pork chops, air-chilled chicken, and beefy burgers. Your dad is guaranteed to love every bite. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS to get an exclusive savings. Shop for unforgettable gifts. I'm going to say unforgettable gifts instead of unforgettable gifts that are guaranteed to make Dad's day. I got thrown off by a very glaring typo here that was not my fault. I'm going to have to yell at somebody. You guys have heard me yell at the people who write these.
Yes, and but only when they deserve it.
That's exactly right.
Does it say in there, don't forget the lasagna?
It doesn't. Well, because if there's one thing, but yeah, that's a great add-on. That Meat Lovers lasagna is terrific.
It's ridiculous. It's
Tom
so
and I
good.
are big fans. If there's one thing Omaha Steaks knows, it's that dads want steak. OmahaSteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Save on exclusive packages starting at just $89. Thank you, Omaha Steaks.
And the beauty of this is, if your dad lives in the same town as you live, and guess what? Hey, Dad, I'm coming over for steaks. I understand a case arrived today. That's right, Omaha Steaks, perfect for grilling season. Coming up in the news, Christy, you got a teaser for me?
Coming up, we have Cheez-Its in the news. Who doesn't love cheese? And we have an update on our postal worker who was going 105 miles an hour. Hey, there are alligators in Lake Michigan. Did you know that? In a Michigan lake.
There are no alligators in here.
Lake Michigan, in a Michigan lake.
It's in a Michigan lake, but not the lake.
Not the lake, not the big one.
You've got like the Ohio State University. You got the Lake Michigan.
I bet there is an alligator in the Lake Michigan.
Oh, boy.
That's why when I was a kid, I always wore socks while water skiing. Mm-hmm. Again, another relatable.
Do you think that was just my school that called him Maverick?
Speaking of that,
I bet there's another. That had to go national.
Another obelisk?
Yeah, in London. What?
Maverick.
No.
Went national?
Maverick did not go national.
Not everyone spent their summers at Torch Lake. Not everyone knows where Legs Inn is.
It's a shame.
Not everyone knows where Michigan is, for God's sake. Poor kids going to school. They don't know where the
Okay, we got a letter from Australia. Can I read it for you?
Can we take a break before we get too much?
This is so disgusting.
We'll hear from Down Under when we go.
Oh, yeah, and you're going to thank me for saying I wasn't going to read it. And then, okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
Hey guys, Jess Hooker here from the Bob and Tom Show. Looks like the weather's going to hold out, and I am going to do the Indycar two-seater experience. A little nervous, but I think I'll be okay. I've been coming to the race since I was about 5, so this is a dream come true. I'm ready to get in one of these cars. I just don't know if they're going to let me go ahead and drive one. Do you think if I asked to let me sit in front? Maybe? Here we go. The nerves are setting in. I'm just waiting for the excitement to trump the nerves. All right. Down and forward. Got it.
Keep going. All the way down.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
We're in here.
You don't have to hold on to anything. The car will hold on to you.
Mentally, it feels like maybe there should be a handle somewhere. Maybe like one of those Fisher-Price car wheels. That'd be cool. Steering wheel.
We thought about putting a horn in there so you can honk at the driver and make it faster or whatever.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Okay, hi, Jeremy.
Hi.
Just like to know who's making me safe. I'm not sure if it's sweat from nerves. I probably should have emptied my bladder. There's a lot of things going through my head right now. I love my family. Holy hell, it's running, guys. This ain't no game. Holy oh my God. I'm winded. I didn't do anything. First lap, oh my gosh, we're getting up to speed. This is amazing. It's awesome. Second lap, oh hell, how fast are we going? Third lap, I got a little nauseous. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how those guys do this for hours at a time. This is nuts. But I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. I can't believe that I'm here, that I was on the track, that I got to do this today. This is just like a dream come true. For anybody who loves IndyCar, but especially a girl that's been raised here in Indianapolis and comes out here every year, my entire life since I was 4 years old, I'm still in shock. But you cross over those bricks and you see the pagoda coming out of turn 4, and I don't know what I could compare it to. Holy hell, dude. Beautiful.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Hey guys, Santino Frucci here, driving at the number 14 AJ Foyt Racing Homes for Troops Chevrolet. We're here at the Indianapolis 500. We just want to give a shout out to Homes for Troops. They build custom housing for veterans that have fought, that have disabilities, and they pay for the whole house. They pay for all the monthly expenses. They really take care of our troops when they come back from fighting overseas. So it is a fantastic organization, one of the best you can donate to.
Throw up, chuck, prayed to the porcelain god. Barf, belch, bail out, blow chunks, lose lunch, vomit, feed the fish, and heave a log. Evacuate all you ate, retch, route, regurgitate, drop your cookies, puke, and spew. Hurl, purge are just a few words that come up when I think about you.
This is Jimmy Pardo. You are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here, Ace and Josh, Christy, Pat Godwin, in the hospital with syphilis.
He's not in the hospital. You don't have to go to the hospital for syphilis anymore. It's outpatient.
Well, when it's as bad as...
oh, really?
Is that a shot? What is that? Is that a round of antibiotics?
It's a series of shots up along the spine.
I heard...
is it really?
Doctor said something about galloping syphilis.
Yeah, that's your worst.
Airborne.
Pepsi-Cola enema. And you can't use Diet Pepsi.
Effervescent.
Just so you know.
Did you just say Pepsi-Cola?
Pepsi-Cola.
I haven't heard anybody say Pepsi. If a therapist is listening, listen up. I haven't heard anybody say Pepsi-Cola since my dad said Pepsi-Cola.
Wow.
There, Pops.
Now, I promised we have a letter from down under that I was not going to read.
We have sports.
I know, but it's so boring. I thought we'd get
Well,
to
how
this
do you know? You haven't let him talk.
Boy, that is...
We've got the reigning MVP of the NBA.
I need to go home.
See, even he wants to. He's tired of it.
Go ahead with your Australian.
This is from Australia. I'm not sure exactly what category this fits in. I'm just going to read it as it is.
Okay.
You can help me categorize this or whatever.
All right.
I knew my night was heading south when my date invited me to bed in the dark.
Okay.
As she slid under the sheets, I heard that special crispy, kind of crunchy sound. I asked, "Are you opening a bag of corn chips?" She said, "No, I'm taking off my panties."
No. No way.
Now, I don't know if this is fan fiction.
Yeah, this is a joke, right?
No, there's no way.
It's got to be a joke. I wasn't going to read this. I didn't know what it was, but Mac, I'll thank you for the letter. We'll push forward here. So he hears.
Yeah.
As she's taking her panties.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it must be a...
What would cause that? Why would they be crunchy? Moisture is dried? Is that what he's implying?
I mean, that gets kind of...
old...
unwashed.
Yeah.
Spooge?
Tough day in the desert.
Excitement, as he put it.
Yeah, that can get...
Tough day in the desert.
Okay, how about one more Tomism?
Okay.
First of all, it begins with a thank you to Steven Singer and Steven Singer Jewelers.
Oh,
by the way.
Love that guy.
Oh.
And then it goes
Currently
on to
not
say,
sponsoring us.
my 9-year-old ordered mashed potatoes for her side with her meal the other day.
Good choice.
Well done.
And then she said, make sure that they put on plenty of mashed potato sauce.
You know, my mother referred to them as mashed tabies. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get embarrassed for you when I hear that.
As an adult, she said that?
I took my mother and my bride-to-be.
Yes.
This was obviously in another century. And to meet her, the bride's parents. Mm-hmm. And we're at not a like a Houlihan's or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Nice restaurant.
A ground round.
Nicer restaurant, yes.
A fern bar.
Yes, a lot of ferns.
Didn't they call them that at that time?
Yeah, they did.
And we're all sitting there, and we're getting ready to order, and I'm dying because I know what's coming, and I'm not dying in a fun way.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And sure enough, she starts with, I don't know how much I can eat. I just don't. Honey, she called the waiter, server, guy, girl, trained monkey.
Whatever.
Honey.
I like that. All
Can
right.
I get just a small bowl of mashed tabies?
Yeah.
With the
And I looked
sauce.
at my soon to be mother and father-in-law, and I said,
I need to go home.
Derek Jeter is putting to rest one of the wilder rumors about his dating life.
Oh no, I don't want to know.
I
it's a
don't
rumor.
either. In the upcoming ESPN docuseries, The Captain. Oh, I think that's going to be on Apple Plus. The Major League
captain.
Is it about Roger Penske?
No, it's about
I
Derek
thought he was the
Jeter.
captain. Oh,
Derek
sorry.
Jeter. The Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, 48, addresses a decade-old story that became larger than life, claiming he sent his one-night stands off with gift baskets full of autographed swag. Jeets says, yeah, I read the article, of course. That's a 2011 New York Post story. You know, he continued, you see it, and then it's like, how the F did people come up with this? You know, basically that's it. And who would believe this S?
All of us.
And you guys believed it. It's a story that became larger than life. People keep regurgitating it. Well, I don't know who would do that. And this story that never happened, Jeter said.
Here's what I think may have happened.
All right.
This does happen with celebrities and stuff. Is Jeter said, yeah, I had a lovely evening. Thank you so much. And went into his room. And as the girl's exiting his New York apartment,
Yes.
there is a person there who said, by the way, thank you for spending time with Derek Jeter. Here is a basket.
Yep.
Here's something for you to sign very quickly, and have a great day.
A non-disclosure.
And Jeter was none the wiser.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. That part I totally
I think
believe.
what probably happened was, after the wham bam, thank you, ma'am, before she left, you know, my little brother would sure love an autograph. That's
Well,
probably, and he was probably sure. Yeah, here. And why would he remember that? Yeah.
do I sign it in ink or bodily fluids?
Jeter continued, I remember being at a Starbucks one time waiting in line for a coffee, and there's some random guy behind me, and he taps me on my shoulder and says, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm giving out gift baskets because you did.
That's fantastic.
Now that guy.
That's great.
I want to be friends with that nut. And Jeter said, I turned around and I said, you're an effing idiot. And the look on his face, like, did he think I was going to say, yeah, good job, man? That's amazing. The ball's on a guy to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell Jeter that I give out gift baskets too. Hey, bro. Ugh. Jeez.
I think it's it's like those things when you sign up for NPR. They give you the cup and the
Yeah, sure, yeah.
little bag.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the football phones for Sports Illustrated. Remember those?
Oh, sure.
Those were fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What happened to them?
I'm sure you can buy one for $1 online.
Yeah, eBay.
Probably can. NFL news, real quick. Minnesota Vikings star wide receiver Justin Jefferson and wide receiver from the Cincinnati Bengals T. Higgins both absent from organized team activities. They both want, what do they want, Tom?
The bag.
That's right. They want that bag. We'll keep an eye on that story. And a Kentucky court is postponing pro golfer Scotty Scheffler's appearance on charges after Friday morning's incident at Valhalla in Louisville. It's rescheduled for June 3rd. And that brings us to Stupid World Record. David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the most pencils snapped in 1 minute. Mr. Rush first took the title in 2019 with 98 pencils. But serial record breaker
Ashrita.
Ashrita.
You got to get that R in there.
Yeah, there is an R in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's ASHRITA. Otherwise, that'd be a really unfortunate name.
Yes.
I had to go. Did you have to take anybody with you? Yes, I took.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but
This
did you
doesn't
take
sound
anybody with
Ashrita Furman? That doesn't belong. He upped the ante with a count of 102 until the record was broken again.
This is like the world's worst karate move.
The champion
breaking a pencil.
This is the guy I was talking about who's got like 800 records, I think. This Ronald Sarchain. He's the one that's out there that I don't think David Rush is going to be able to.
Well, no, Rush wants to have 200 at the same time.
Well, that's not
So are these pencils all? Yeah, so it's one.
Okay, Ashrita is a dude.
Okay. He recently tied the current record by breaking a total of 110 pencils in 1 minute. David said of his latest successful attempt, it's a strange feeling tying a record. It's not quite victory, not quite defeat.
Is it one at a time? Is it all of them together?
Is he chopping? I'm sure you watched the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, he walks down this thing and he chops them off.
Oh, so they're okay.
Isn't he
So
a
it's one
teacher?
at a time.
Doesn't he know there are kids out there that need school supplies? He's just wasting pencils like this.
Well, not anymore, because aren't the SATs, you do them on a tablet.
I'm talking about grade school kids and stuff. It's a total waste of...
They're not going to have the thrill of filling in that bubble with a... You take those tests, remember
those are gone?
Or the thrill of...
I think those tests are...
Cooter tests,
Cooter
right?
preference tests with the pen. I think they're all on tablets now, right?
Oh, yeah, they still do them, but they don't do the punch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this seems like a waste to me.
I had to go home to get punched.
Anyway, I wonder what kind of pencils. I bet they're not those Ticonderoga pencils. Remember those things?
No, what is a Ticonderoga
Now,
pencil?
is Ticonderoga the workhorse of the industry?
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as
The
number two pencils
Ticonderoga,
go?
Christy, Derek Jeter could have hit a triple with the Ticonderoga pencil.
The big
They're
ones?
just made of a crisper, better wood.
Oh.
People who use them are smarter.
I need some new pencils.
Yeah, you're the king of the fifth grade if you've got a Ticonderoga.
How do you spell that?
That's
great
right.
name.
Ticonderoga, and they are the number one selling number two pencils
Can you order some of those?
in the
for us?
United States.
Those the darker brown?
I ordered some with Chick McGee on them. See those?
Yeah, but they don't have they're just erasers.
Well, you can break one off if you really get in a jam, and then you can sharpen it.
Is that the double eraser pencil?
That's a double eraser pencil.
Handy.
So I sit over here while you're running your trap, and I can fiddle with this pencil.
Oh, really?
Keeps me from killing Ace.
And to put your name on them so nobody'd steal them?
That's right.
That's the earthworm of pencils.
Boom.
You can snap it in half. You got two pencils.
I got two pencils. My pencil just had sex with itself. What are you doing over there? Nothing.
Your pencils aren't having
Do you
sex.
have an electric pencil sharpener at your house?
I do not have an. I used to. It went with the marriage.
Really? She wanted that?
Well,
you know what I'm
that
getting?
was very important to her. She couldn't run her weekly meeting without the pencil.
I'm getting an old school attached to the wall pencil sharpener.
Are you?
With the grinder candle?
Oh, I had one of
That
those
you have
at
to
my old
empty
house. Yes.
And boy, it was a privilege to empty that. When the teacher
Yes,
asked
it
you
was.
to empty that pencil sharpener, that was a privilege,
Yes,
my
it
friends.
was.
Oh, yeah, we had all
You were
kinds of stuff
thankful
like that.
to do that.
I was not that kid. I was king smartass. They didn't want me to do anything. They didn't trust me.
Really?
I was head of the safety patrol, you know.
Yeah, we know.
Really, Tom?
Raise lower.
We'd be out there with our big bamboo sticks with the stop signs on the ends of them. And
That's an important gig.
They don't
What
let
did
them. They
you
don't.
do when a teacher came by?
Yeah.
You just have to salute. You take
Yeah.
you put the stick by your foot and then stick your arm out. It would make this big V.
You were next door to Leave It to Beaver when you were.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
They would then about a couple years after we left, they wouldn't let the kids do it anymore.
Yeah.
Too dangerous?
I don't know. Probably some lawsuit.
Who's to say?
Some kid went out the wrong time and bad things happened.
One of the safety patrols smoking under his tree.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got.
Oh, it was great. In the wintertime, we got hot chocolate. It was a great gig.
Wow.
All right.
Got to leave class early and arrive late. Oh, it was tremendous.
Must have been a responsible young man for them.
Did
to
you
do that.
handle the flag too, or just the poles?
Did you make the hot chocolate or did you assign?
No. One of the moms would make the hot chocolate.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know if Safety Patrol had to do the flag raise and lower.
No, that was a different group.
Oh, okay.
But
you can't trust a mom who makes hot chocolate. She wants something else.
Really?
I think
she may have been asking for a little bit of that Tommy G.
You know, Laterno means
turn
hot
you
chocolate.
It'll turn you into a man kind of thing.
Yeah, that wasn't happening.
Well, that wasn't happening with Tom though. His mom had the bridge.
So
bridge
Mr.
ladies
Rush,
would
let's
come
get back
over.
to Mr. Rush and his record.
That's why he's obsessed with
snapping
waste
pencils.
women. I think we're done.
Could have donated those.
However,
Stupid world
and I think we have a visual presentation with this one. A woman has created the world's widest wig.
Widest?
Wide, not white like color,
Right.
widest like thickness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ms. Helen Williams crafted a hairpiece that measures 11 feet and 11 inches wide. Why not go for 12 feet?
So this is bigger than the one OJ wore?
There it is.
Oh, my Lord.
It's curtains. It's like a set of curtains.
The 31-year-old claims the title from Drew Barrymore, who donned a 7-foot 4-inch wide wig during an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon as they were playing Happy Birthday games for an 8-year-old.
Well, with an eggs on a spoon or something.
Carrying water across the stage.
You have to interview someone, Jimmy.
That's good talking. Ms. Williams previously broke the Guinness World Record for the longest handmade wig.
Okay.
Guinness noted that the handmade wig is 1 inch wider than the length of a Mini Cooper.
It's kind of a cousin It flattened out.
Definitely.
Yes,
but
it is.
But do you have to wear it for it to be a...
Yeah, she doesn't even have it on her head.
Well, I guess she puts it in. She puts her head there in the bump in the middle, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You
Very silly.
You couldn't get through a doorway.
Of course not.
No.
You'd
Isn't
have to
that
go
the thing
this
with
way.
OJ and what was
Naked
it?
Gun.
Naked Gun.
Yeah, one of those.
She could turn sideways and walk sideways through the door.
Boy, oh boy.
It took her a month and 800 bundles of hair to create the record-breaking wig, and these wigs are being wasted.
Who pays for this?
And so what?
She spent $2,719 on materials. I did stop saying that. So, remember, so what?
Yeah.
It is silly. What is
This
that?
is depriving 100 bald guys of a head of hair.
It sure is.
I've said it before.
Okay.
I'll say it again. You've never done this. Maybe for my birthday this year, you could try toupees on. One morning, live in the studio.
Try toupees on?
We've got like 6 or 7, I'm going to say 10 different ones, like a big pompadour and a surfer dude.
And you'll come in and we'll kind of shake it and we'll... He's walking on sunshine.
Yeah.
As we all shake our heads and you go out trying a new one.
Now, will you do it with me, John?
Sure, yeah. I'll try on toupees.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll do it. It'll be fun, yeah, sure.
If I pull my hair out by then, could I try?
Oh, you may pull your hair out if we have any more records this dumb. Okay. Coming up, we have an update on the mail truck that was going more than 100 miles an hour. Let's go.
And your newscast with Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. You're welcome, Christy.
Thank you very much. And we have a good cheese news, a good and bad cheese news, I guess, going on out there. And bizarre news in the world of sushi and sashimi.
And the clean sheets. Oh, come on. Oh.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom.
Scott Brayton. Oh, my gosh. Larry Curry told me a story once. Larry Curry was the crew chief for Menard when Menard was running all those Buicks, and Scotty was the chief mechanic. And they would rent the Speedway to test those Buick engines. So one day they're testing them, and Curry told me, he goes, we had nitrous in the fire bottle. We're testing nitrous oxide so we could cheat. I mean, all guys cheat. That's the way. It ain't cheating until you get caught, right? It's not cheating until you get caught. I remember one time AJ Foyt, his car gets rolling off the scales. His car came out of the garage area and they rolled it across the scales. And they're pushing it out towards the pit lane and there's water dripping off the tires. Water dripping. Well, the car was light. So he had filled the toe tires with water so it'd be heavier when it crossed the scale. So they get it in the pit lane, take the toe tires off, put the regular tires back on it, car's underway. They all cheat. Everybody cheats. If you're not, the old saying is, if you're not cheating, you ain't trying, right? So they're testing this nitrous bottle. So they have a button on the steering wheel that he could push and it would turn the nitrous on. And this thing would increase the horsepower. I don't know how much, but it would. And so Brayton, he would come out of the corner, out of the fourth turn, and out of the second turn, and as he went down the big long stretch, he would hit that button, and he would count to himself, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and lift, and then he'd pull off, and see if the car would stick going through the corner. And it did, and it did. And he held that button down until the damn thing didn't stick anymore, and he crashed. But that was Brayton. I mean, he was just that brave. He, for the first Brickyard in 1994, there were a bunch of IndyCar guys trying to, to qualify. Danny Sullivan did it. Foyt did it. Stan Fox tried to do it. And Brayton was going to do it. So I was across the street in the IndyCar offices, and I was doing things with Channel 23. And we were having a meeting, Donald Davidson and a handful of people, about our coverage for the Brickyard. And we hear this boom. Man, that didn't sound good. And all of a sudden we see a helicopter leave the infield, the medical helicopter. What the hell? And it was Brayton. Brayton was testing his stock car, and in a true Brayton style, was standing on the gas and going in as deep as he could until it didn't stick no more. And man, he hit that outside wall. That was the big boom. And ricocheted back in, hit the inside guardrail, almost wound up down in the ditch. And that's when they took out the infield seats during the Brickyard. You know, a 3,500-pound car hitting the wall at 170 miles an hour the inertia and the things were different than an IndyCar doing it. Didn't dissipate the energy like they did, but that was just Scotty Brayton. And that morning in 1996, when he had qualified and he was on the pole, then he got bumped. And he withdrew his car and re-qualified to put himself back on the pole. I mean, just a gutsy, unbelievable. And I remember doing it, and I still have the sound of him interviewing him, like the Monday or like the Sunday after that day, the day after he had done it. A nice, great interview. And then that Friday, he got killed in practice. But just what a guy that just loved the 500, loved the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. His whole family still does.
Hey, everybody, this is Tom from the Bob and Tom Show to tell you about a great cause to help support our veterans.
The number 14 ABC Supply Team Chevy will be repping homes for our troops in the Indianapolis 500.
During the month of May, ABC Supply will match donations made to homes for our troops up to $1 million to build more specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans.
To learn more and donate, visit bobandtom.com/HFOT by clicking the link below.
Where's the boat?
Oh, yeah. Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
When I was younger, in my 20s, and I'd see a young, beautiful girl, I'd be, oh, you know, I got to get that. And now it's, oh, I'll never get that. Because young girls are filled with sugar and spice and everything nice, and I'm filled with anger and semen and shame. How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, you know, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual. Mm-hmm. Beer, pizza, sex, gum, shampoo, sex, burritos, tires, sex. And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Mm. Where's my Sprite, my new car? And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies. Mm-hmm. I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch two other people eat cookies.
Perfect strangers eating cookies. No.
Hunting is huge in Michigan. I don't want to upset any hunters because generally they're very well armed. But I am not a hunter. I don't get the deer hunting thing. I don't understand it. Mainly for this reason. I think it's unfair. The deer hunting season coincides with the deer mating season. Everyone know that? The deer just trying to hook up.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I mean, picture yourself. You're at a bar. It's late at night. Last call. You're sitting there. Somebody sneaks up behind you dressed as a chair.
Right.
Shoot you in the head.
That's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
Hey, everybody. This is Todd Snyder, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Friday.
Hello and welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's a little good morning honk for you.
Don't do that.
Hi. Good morning.
See, the people are going to think someone's beeping at them, and it's so irritating.
I got Figgy back after her winter nap yesterday, and I took her out for a drive.
Figgy is your little car?
Yeah, my little Figaro. She's going to be having some work done, so I had to drive it down to the mechanic. But the air horn, I think, died over the winter. It just goes...
Poor Figs.
It's the saddest sound I've ever heard.
I think we need a new horn coming up.
Okay. Now, I thought what we needed was a palate cleanser, ladies and gentlemen. And
thought that, huh?
as I hinted at...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
How do you get 100 math teachers into a room that only holds 99?
How?
You carry the one.
You do carry the one.
Oh, that's a nice
Put
joke.
them on your shoulders.
That is a good joke.
That's a nice mathematical...
Piggyback.
That's okay. I did not.
joke.
It was okay.
You didn't see it coming.
I did not laugh.
I have a math question for you.
Yeah?
Yes.
What is steak plus dad? What does that equal? A happy Father's Day. That's right. The Ace Cosby joke of the day is brought to you by Omaha Steaks, America's original butcher. Make this Father's Day unforgettable with Omaha Steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com. Order delicious gift packages starting at $89 with code BTS at checkout. Satisfaction guaranteed.
That's like the greatest Father's Day gift of all time.
Really is a very good gift.
Your dad doesn't want a dozen roses. He wants steaks.
Right.
Your dad he wants meat. That's right.
Yes.
Beef. Or maybe even lasagna.
Yes.
Does Omaha Steaks know that we love their lasagna thing?
You know what? They do know it, but they haven't sent us 12 of them.
I think they're maybe getting irritated that we keep doing this.
You know why? Because we keep buying them, and they know why would we send them something that they buy?
Well, that sounds very businesslike.
Yes.
Let's move over that way, and I see at the SILAC desk, it's young Christy Lee with the news.
Yeah, a man in South Korea in the news today.
Soko.
Yep, he was caught fondling.
Yeah. Let's come up with something.
Okay.
Donkey.
Nope.
What do you got, Josh?
A Buddha statue.
Nope.
Oh. Tom?
Tom knows.
I know what he was
can't
fondling.
play.
Oh, Ace, you want to guess what he was fondling?
Goat.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you're
Your hint is
Not a goat.
Your hint is our producer might be doing this too.
His neighbor?
You just threw Jason under the bus.
A cat?
I gave you a great hint.
A rocket?
What's his favorite thing in life?
NASA?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't know.
EVs?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, he's caressing his...
Caught fondling a pink Tesla for 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Boy.
Security cameras
3 hours.
It must be on an
tour.
SSRI.
captured the strange incident that took place at a Hyundai store in Ilsan.
You know, they say Hyundai there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Hyundai.
Isn't that interesting?
I ain't buying it.
A man claiming to be the car's owner's husband posted the clip to social media saying, quote, "This guy kissed my wife's car, fingered it for 3 hours.
Fingered it.
Ran off only when my wife
I think-
approached
I
to get
think
in the car.
Maybe a better word would have been petted it
Stroked.
or stroked it, pawed it, either way.
What part was it fingering? Like the
Probably
gas tank?
yeah, or the
No,
No,
it's not
I
a
think
gas
it was
tank.
just
What am I-
probably
What am I saying?
stroking.
Exhaust.
What?
Does a Tesla have an exhaust?
No.
Oh, yeah, they put out so many fumes. Well, that's the
Jason, Teslas don't have an exhaust. do
No.
they?
Of course,
Of
it's
course
the nasty
not.
secret of the EV world that they don't want you to know. The emissions of an electric car are
I've got a
10
question.
times that of a gas.
For Tom.
Yeah.
How do you know he's not... what? He's lying. Why don't you know this?
What?
I'm clearly
About emissions clearly putting you on. About
now he could be.
Tesla.
This guy could be fingering the charge hole.
Oh, the charge hole?
That could be.
The charge hole.
Wouldn't that be
Can you get a
dangerous?
shock from the charge hole?
The
I don't
couple
know.
reported the matter to police, but there was no known charge that would apply in this case.
You know a guy had to have put the charging cord up his
Okay.
Oh, wow.
booty.
That's gonna kill
You
you.
think he was able to run faster after that?
He would keep beating on a bass drum. I'm the Energizer Bunny.
Apparently, according to the report, they may remove the pink wrapping off the car to prevent further assault from mechanophiliacs.
Oh, that's really interesting. That's the name of the
mechanophiliac.
A mechanophiliac is somebody who's sexually attracted to vehicles. Wow.
Yeah.
3 hours.
There it is.
Oh, we have a picture of the car up. It is hot.
Uh-huh.
I kind of want to finger it.
I wouldn't mind humping the hood, I can tell you that.
It's a beautiful Tesla.
Squeeze those
I've never
tires.
seen a pink one like that, but I guess.
A mechanophiliac.
And those are, those are so quiet.
The reason you haven't seen one is why they're so quiet. Yeah.
He was
but I mean,
complaining about this off the air the other day about how quiet the electric cars are.
Yeah, mine beeps.
Well, of course it does.
I mean, it's a hybrid, but
Let's
whenever
let a
you
guy run over my foot.
Yeah. Does anyone think
that it's
it's him being absolutely oblivious all the time, or it was the guy in the car's problem?
I was walking the dogs, and one of the
with your phone.
Well, it wasn't.
There's
I wasn't
no
talking on the phone, but I mean, just walking.
But
the
you were
dogs.
reading
something. Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, then.
It was a fascinating article.
The point is,
Yeah,
I'm just saying, though they're so quiet. This guy's stroking the thing, and the guy couldn't hear her coming.
Oh yeah, no, you can't hear the car coming if
wanted to keep going.
So quiet.
Quiet car. What a lunatic.
Hey, let's not judge.
I'm judging. I wonder if
the man likes it.
Maybe. I wonder if it's just that one, or if he'd go after the Cybertruck from Tesla.
Oh no, it's too big.
That'd be too butch.
That'd be considered mechano-gay.
That's what I was fishing for. That's exactly what I was going for. Thank you for filling in the joke. Have you seen one of those up in
I have not.
Is that the big?
It looks like a pregnant DeLorean. It's sort of a stainless steel look.
I think I saw one yesterday on the street.
What is this?
It looks like it's from the future. It's like a futuristic bank money truck.
Oh, like an armored car?
Yeah. I saw people.
Armored truck?
There's a Tesla place right by my house, and there are people who just stop and take pictures next to that thing and then get in their cars and
And
leave.
I think
it looks like nothing you've ever seen.
Kanye has a Kanye edition of it.
Oh, really?
It's sort of not appealing.
It looked like, yeah.
Is it? I mean, isn't it sort of like if you drove that, people would just go, "What the hell?"
Well,
I guess some people like that.
It's it's the Tesla pickup truck, but it looks nothing like a pickup truck. Like I said,
No.
it looks more like a DeLorean than a truck.
And you're right. It looks like an armored vehicle.
Yeah. It's like Mad Max should be driving.
Yes.
Yes.
No, thanks.
But again, this guy was, as you said, fingering a Tesla. I wonder if this would be, the wrong gender for him, if you will.
I mean, the pink color may have done something for him.
Yeah,
yes.
that's why they're saying they may take the wrapping off.
Oh,
That's ridiculous. I mean, this has to be less than.
Hey, that Tesla was asking for it.
Your Honor.
Why didn't the Tesla just lay back and enjoy it? Good Lord.
Christy, these are jokes, you see. We're not we're suggesting that
Of course I know that.
Tesla doesn't even have an exhaust pipe.
Ye has unveiled his $2 million Yeezy Cybertruck. And people online obviously are not happy with him in general. But here's what it looks like. I don't think it is a Tesla. It's his own design. And I don't know where you look out of, but...
Oh, come on.
I mean, it's like a small, it looks like a Luxor.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like the Luxor casino flattened down on wheels.
This is like the DoorDash from the Luxor.
It's ridiculous.
Well, okay. Well, let's move on.
Okay.
What's coming up, Christy?
Coming up, we have an obelisk in the news in London. We have a couple of interesting cheese stories. Have you heard of cheese rehab? We'll talk about
Cheese
it.
rehab.
Cheese
Do they call it brehab?
Oh, they should. That'd be very funny. Also, we have killer bees in the news. Not the comedian, but the killer bees, the actual bees. And is there an alligator in a lake in Michigan? The authorities think so. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
You look up to your parents, your grandparents, and you go there, and you're having a good time because they're having a good time, and they explain it to you, and you just get caught up in the excitement. My grandfather, my mom's dad, again, they were from Speedway. They lived in Speedway, old Speedway. And after he retired from Powerfax Gas, he would work as a safety patrolman there then. And so me growing up there by the track, it being a part of my life, my whole life, that really got me connected in and just hanging out with Grandpa and him getting me seats and stuff like that all the time. But it's just, it's like any time. It's like listening to the radio network. Kids are probably doing that now because their grandparents, mom and dad always did it when they were cooking out. And you take them to the track and you get them there and they're just amazed by, oh my gosh. I mean, I'll never forget. My dad, again, I grew up at 30th and Georgetown right there by the track. And in March of 1963, I was 8 years old. And I knew I had driven by the track, but I'd never been in it. And one day, Dad come home from work, and he said, they're tire testing. You want to go see it? And I go, yeah. So he puts me in the car. We go down Georgetown Road. We pull into that's when the museum was there at the first turn. It didn't get moved into the infield till 1977. And we park right there, and we walk in the main gate. It was free. And I'll never forget walking up the steps in the Grandstand D and walking in and looking and seeing. I can still see in my mind what I saw in March of 1963, my first look at the infield. Holy moly. Look, this is huge. And all of a sudden, there went Eddie Sachs in a red and white front engine roadster. And like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And I think kids, and they're right there with your dad or their grandparents or whomever, and they experience that, and they get caught up in it, And I mean, some kids, maybe that doesn't happen until they're a teenager and they're down drinking when they aren't supposed to be in the infield somewhere or something like that. But it just grows on you, And then living in Eagledale, spring fever is bad enough on a kid. You're 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. I went to school 79 right up on 34th Street. Of course, there's no air conditioning. Windows are open. Well, May 1st starts, and all you hear is race cars. And I could tell the difference between an Offie and a Ford. I'm going, oh, man, that's probably Foyt going through Ford. Oh, that's an Offie. Okay, that's probably Bobby Hunter. And, I'm trying to learn my Gozintas as Jethro. I'm trying to learn 4 times 5. And who cares? Listen, oh, man, that was a Ford. That was probably Mario. Man, it's just killing me, sitting in there, So that place, again, my first 500 was in 67, and I've been to every one since. But I think just going there with your parents and sharing that experience with them and that bond, and just the spectacle that is what goes on there race day, gets you hooked.
Does this look like ringworm to you? Tell us about yourself. Well, I've got pink eye and my foot's asleep. Got matching silverware for the plate in my head. I think I can fly. I collect ointment. What can you bring to our company? Head lice. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Next to you, the dumpster behind the airport. Where do I start? How do you like my weight belt?
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom Radio, 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Comedian Greg Hahn is here with us. He's a high-energy kind of guy, aren't you, Greg?
Oh, yeah, I like to have a little energy. A little energy in the show. I got a big show, everybody.
I get shot out of a cannon. We bring out the elephants. I break a board over my head. It's motivating. It's a good time. I'm all excited. I'm getting married in May.
You are?
Yeah. All I got to do now is find a chick. Yeah. Hey, there he is.
There he is.
I was engaged once. You know, if you give a girl a ring and ask her to marry you, she thinks you're really going to do it. You should do it. You should do it. Dating is crazy. Crazy. I was out with this girl. She's like, you know what she said?
What?
She said, you've never been married your whole life. What are you afraid of? What am I? You really want to know? Yeah, what are you afraid of? I'll tell you what I'm afraid of. Alligators! Alligators! They got a big head and these little legs, and they can run lightning fast. You can get a head start. The alligator will catch up to you, even though it's got a big head and these little legs. It'll catch right up to you. It's like, what's that got to do with being married? I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I'm talking about alligator. Scary. I'm benching 315.
You're huge.
I'm still afraid of alligators.
Comedian Mark Maron is the man that we're talking with.
It's a cult, you know, marriage. You get married, and all of a sudden you need married friends.
Yeah.
So, you know, because it's only a matter of time before you end up in a little house that looks like any other house on your street, and it's a cul-de-sac, and you got a mortgage and a job you don't like, and then you have another kid, and you still hate your job, so you buy a dog, and then time goes on, you don't want to have sex with your wife anymore, so you start acquiring large leisure equipment. You know? I don't want to have sex. I'll get a canoe.
Personal watercraft, I think.
And then your garage becomes this museum of forgotten hobbies, you know, a shrine to sexual repression. I was at my friend's he lives in the suburbs. He's showing me, we were in his garage. He's like, yeah, there's the toboggan. You know, we only use that once. And snowshoes. The sousaphone. I don't know what I was thinking there. I said, hey, you know what, John, if you ever get bored, you can open your own Fridays.
Hi, this is Carl Lewis, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
It's my guy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Present.
There's Josh Arnold. Chick. Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
We have just a stack of mail we got to go through.
All right, go.
You can't think of anywhere to stop.
Correspondence?
Yeah, we start with a Tomism. Explain Tomisms, please, Josh.
I'd be happy to. Tom speak is when you can't think of the word, and so you use other words to describe what you're
You
trying to
just
think.
did that. I gave you armored car. You were trying to think of.
What were you saying?
You were saying
something crazy like,
like
metal bank truck
Yeah,
or something.
that was
Yes.
it.
But see, that's the thing.
Yes.
Like instead of barber, you would say hair adjustment or something.
Yeah.
These all make sense. We all do it. We're trying to think and talk at the same time, which is difficult. This is a really nice one. Comes from Dawson in Dallas. As a kid, one day, my dad was setting up the grill. We had friends coming over. I'm thinking, oh, great, he's cooking burgers.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that great when you're a kid? Turned out he was making shish kebabs. I became really angry, had a total tantrum. I could not remember the word for shish kebab, and I yelled, I don't want any butt stick chicken.
Yeah. Nobody wants butt stick chicken.
By the way, that
Butt stick chicken.
That has been the name of shish kebabs in perpetuity in my life.
You know, I'm not particularly pro shish kebab.
I don't.
Are you
I don't,
guys?
No, I don't like peppers. So
Well,
I
you
don't.
just gave me a lot of work to do. I have
Yeah, I
to
gotta-
scrape these things off this.
Man, I do.
And a hot cherry tomato. Get that out of here.
I like the chicken kebabs. I like the chicken.
Josh,
Pretty
let me tell you
good.
something. You take the shish kebab.
Yes.
Stick them in a great big baggie. Okay?
And glide it right up your urethra.
Then calm down. Get rid of anality, and we'll move forward here.
No, it's
Put it in a baggie.
Put it in a baggie, then throw in, say, wishbone Italian dressing.
You're talking about the chicken,
sit in the
So
fridge.
you have to mask that you can't cook. All right. That's what that is. Anybody who marinates anything in wishbone is just proving they can't cook.
I was simplifying it for you.
No.
If you'd like it more complex.
I don't know how to cook meat. I have to douse it in dressing. That's what that is.
It's called marinating.
No, marinating.
Philistine.
No one should ever marinate.
Good morning,
Well,
Chris.
no one should ever marinate.
No, you should know how to cook the piece of meat.
What about the injectable stuff?
No.
Out of here.
Well, you're.
Wow.
I respect everyone's opinion.
Your jejune palate.
But you're
it's your jejune palate.
You're wrong.
There's a time and place for a marinade.
There's zero time and place for a marinade. Learn how to cook the meat.
Really?
Yes.
So disappointed. I
So
thought
how
he
about
was a man of
how about a sauce? How about a dunking for your chicken kebab after you've cooked?
Oh, okay. Look, yeah. Look.
Oh,
If you want a little bit of sauce.
So it's really timing then with you.
That's right. Yes, it is. It's post. Not pre.
So wait a minute. This all started with you not liking butt stick chicken, or is?
Well, I just think it's a chore.
You got to put them together first of all.
Now I have shish kebab rods.
Yes.
You know you can buy them kebabbed.
Right.
Which is which, by the way?
Eating them is work.
A question. I'm sorry to slow down, but is the shish the stabber thing, and is the kebab the?
Yes, the shish
is the
stick.
I own shishes.
Shishes.
Because I will put shrimp on them and grill the shrimp that way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How nice. Must be nice at your place. Shrimp.
No,
I made the mistake.
He can't get in the bubble.
The first couple times I tried grilling shrimp, I just wasn't. I was like, these aren't very good. I was already buying cooked shrimp.
That makes sense.
Because in my head, I was
when you bought them, they were pink?
Yes.
Okay.
And I put those on there, and I was like, these don't taste right. And then I figured
That's the cutest thing I've ever
wait a
heard.
second, I should get the uncooked and cook it.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Start from ground up.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, by the way, one time I took one of those Thanksgiving, get those big aluminum foil pans, whatever you call them. You know what I'm talking
An
about?
aluminum foil pan. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
And there's a piece of paper on the bottom of it with some advertising. I took that off, not realizing that the plastic stickum stuff was still there.
Oh, man, that
About an hour into cooking the turkey. That petroleum smell. Had to throw that bird away.
We're going to have this meeting in front of him because he'll forget it. And when he asks, what's that aluminum foil pan called? It's an aluminum foil pan. We need to call it. It's a Henry tray.
Yes.
And so he starts calling it, honey, where's the Henry tray? What's wrong with you, she'll say.
Well, I'm not speaking to Mr. Anti-Marinade. Think of the people you're putting out of jobs.
I've got a question.
By not marinating your meat.
What about the shrimp? You get a shrimp dish. Let's say like shrimp lo mein or shrimp shrimp fried rice.
Yeah.
And the tails are still on the shrimp.
That's a mistake.
That's a negative, man.
No,
that
no.
really is.
It is a negative.
Pain in the ass.
That rubs me the wrong way.
I like that. Get a little gripper.
No. You're supposed to be able to eat it with a fork and with the rice and with the noodles.
And you're not supposed to eat the tail, right?
No.
It'll rip you insides out.
I mean,
I'm sure if you chew it well,
It's
you
good.
could,
It'll scrape the colon. Keep it nice and clean.
yes.
Get those
nature's
walls
shovel.
A
clean.
little bleeding with any shrimp pad thai.
Do you have Tom speak, Christy?
Good morning, crew. My family and I went to float down the creek this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Wade. For the life of me, I could not think of the word inner tube.
Mm-hmm.
I instead said, where's the floating water donut?
Perfectly valid.
I'm going to do this one as a quiz. You tell me what you think Rebecca, who's a music teacher, very admirable, is trying to tell her coworker when she says to her fellow teacher, I'm craving something liquidy. What is she saying?
She wants
coffee?
A cocktail?
She's thirsty. She couldn't remember, just thirsty.
Liquidy.
I'm craving something liquidy.
It'll happen.
Yes.
That's what Tom Speak is all about.
And it is wonderful because it's universal and everybody has it.
Yeah. Especially the older you get.
And the more
Sadly.
you talk, too. It happens to us a lot because that's what we do. We need to just shut up.
We run out of words.
But also, little kids are great at it, too.
Yeah, they are.
Why don't we play a six-piece of Zeppelin?
Yeah.
Take a rest. How about that?
Six-piece.
Yeah.
Let's just play Houses of the Holy.
Side one.
A six-piece?
A six-piece, yeah.
You mean a six-pack?
A six-pack, six-piece.
Some people thinking beer, some others thinking chicken.
And nuggets.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had a chicken nugget, Tom?
Boy, those are good.
I'm guessing never now.
No.
Don't your daughters like chicken nuggets?
Sure.
I like when they're in the shape of dinosaurs.
Oh, those are good.
I take them to Chick-fil-A all the time.
Yeah, those nuggets are good.
Do you agree with me in that they're both outstanding, but there's a difference in taste between the chicken strip at Chick-fil-A and the chicken nugget?
Yes, I agree.
It does seem like it, but that also seems impossible.
And I say the chicken strip is better.
And Josh, Chick-fil-A marinades their chicken.
What? No, they don't. They brine it.
Okay, brine.
They brine it, and that is a different thing.
In what way?
Really?
How is that
Brine
a
is
different
brine
way?
is a type of marinade.
I don't want to get into the chemical compounds of the pickle juice.
You don't want to embarrass us. and I
Yes,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
please. I'm just going to forget that you asked that.
Thank you.
I was trying to give you a great chicken recipe, but Chick McGee will attest to the fact that I can make a nice chicken.
As much as it
Otherwise,
makes
you're allowed to use wishbone in your house.
I was trying to dumb it down for him. I didn't want to get technical and have something that he would.
It was pretty good.
Wouldn't have in his home.
Wishbone is liquid candy.
What's wrong with wishbone?
There's nothing wrong with it.
And by the way,
but
if there was such a thing as liquid,
I'll just melt Jolly Ranchers and put it on my chicken.
That sounds amazing.
I apologize to the wishbone rep out
We
there.
like the wishbone dressing.
What if you go to the grocery store and kind of try to pick up some wishbone and the guy goes, put that back. We heard you.
You son of a bitch, put that back.
We heard you. Let that be a lesson to you. Wishbones everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's a workout.
I'll give you my chicken grilling tip, Josh.
Okay, what's that?
And I've been doing this forever. My mom did this, and I was laughed at by many.
All right.
I will pop the chicken in pieces in the oven and pre-bake them a little bit so they're partially cooked, then grill them.
Oh yeah, I'd do that too if I didn't know how to grill chicken.
And then oh no, that's fine. That's fine because no less an authority than Lynn Rosetta Casper started talking about that one day. Oh,
Who's
thank you.
that?
Oh,
she is the Jesus of cooking.
I didn't know LRC said it. I'm in.
Okay. when LRC talks cooking, you know what you're talking about.
Tom and I are legitimate fans of Lynn Rosetta Casper. We love her.
Sadly, no, they hear it. But now let's move forward here.
Familiar with her work.
Oh, she's great. Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Absolutely.
What you could do on her show, what you would do is you could call her up and you could look in your fridge and say, I've got these 6 items. I have Greek yogurt.
Is she the barefoot something?
No,
Is that
that's
her?
different.
She's not the barefoot.
Blended table.
Yeah, she did the splendid, and she could tell you what to make for a dinner party with those items that you have, and they all.
And it would always be incredibly random.
Yeah,
I have half a beer, some cabbage,
some Greek yogurt,
one hot dog.
Yeah,
a Greek yogurt, and one piece of pizza without the pepperoni. And she go, "Oh, this is no problem."
right. It was amazing.
The next thing you know, you've got a 5-star meal. Speaking of cooking, let's say you have your Weber grill and you want to cook up some chicken. We just gave you a couple of tips. I believe in marinade. In the Judeo-Christian tradition, I believe in marinade as opposed to Josh, the Philistine. For the grill, what do? You fire that grill up for the party. Get your Weber Searwood pellet grill. You can smoke, roast, and sear all on the same grill. Go from low and slow on the smoke boost mode at just 180 degrees, all the way up to high heat sear at 600 degrees. The meat will take that seriously, let me tell you. It's got a full grate sear zone. We're talking Weber. You can put more food on the flame, and the food will look as good as it tastes. The grill is hot in 15 minutes, and cleanup is easy. You'll cook with that Weber on 2 levels at the same time, so you can make enough for everybody. And believe me, they're going to start crowding your house for all that great cooking you're doing. You can add a heavy-duty rotisserie or a rust-resistant griddle insert. You know, that's my favorite, of course, because you can then make pancakes outside. Get fired up with your new Weber Searwood pellet grill. Check out all the Weber grills. I'm about to have one installed at my place. That's right. I'm very excited about it. Learn more at Weber.com. That's Weber, Weber.com. Take grilling seriously. Have some fun. Feel free to marinate unless you're inviting Josh over. How can you be anti-marinade?
I will throw it into the street.
That is a small.
Throw it into the street.
That is a small minority. Wow.
Learn how to cook your meat.
No, yeah, apparently most of them toothless. Okay, coming up, we have Christy Lee with all kinds of weird things, including yet another weird beer.
Yeah.
Not weird beard, weird beer. You know, liquidy.
Okay.
I'm just using the word that lady gave me. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
We are here for a rare treat. We have one of the greats, Richard Petty, of course, one of the few guys who can call him that kid. Who's that little kid? That is the great Tom Carnegie. Mr. Carnegie, what a pleasure to see you, sir. How many years is it, sir? Is it 61 years? How many years at the Speedway?
Well, I did 61 races, which covered a span of 60 years plus 1 day.
That's great. Every time, you'll see
and that was the horrible day I spent with Bob and Tom.
Thank you, sir. It's great. We'll be watching that old footage.
Yeah.
You'll see the old black and white footage in the background. You'll go, that's Tom Carnegie. Oh, it's such a great pleasure to have you. Are you going to get to do any announcing today?
I can't hear you. Is that Derek Daly?
That's Derek Daly. You might have met Mr. Richard Petty right there.
Well, I recognize him.
And his friend Todd Whitworth is here from Window
used to
World.
come up here and bother me a lot.
Did he now?
He tried to keep me from setting a track record.
I just love the way you say it's a new track record. Now, we're probably not going to hear that today.
And it's a new track record.
We did get to
There you go, see?
The stuff of legend, the great Tom Carnegie. Are you going to be able to get on the PA today? Do we know? Is that the plan? Does anybody know? Yes? You're going to get to talk in the public address system, I understand.
No, not. This is the only address system I'll be on.
Okay.
Is the Bob and Tom show.
Okay.
And then you will wear me out, and I won't be good for anything.
Okay. Well,
He does that to me every day.
Can we talk real quick? We only have a few minutes, and I know Mr. Petty is very busy as well. Can we talk real quick about some of your favorites from the old days?
Richard Petty, when he'd show up, was an old favorite. I like Jim Rathman very, very much. He won the race here, one of my old-time favorites. And, oh, gosh, Tom Sneva.
1983 winner, Tom Sneva.
Yeah, there's the first man to go 200 miles an hour. And he predicted that he was going to do it the night before qualifications. And he sure did. And you know why I loved him? Because every lap he beat his record. So I got to say 5 times it's a new track record.
Okay.
So my all-time hero is Tom Sneva. Derek Daly was always fighting for 33rd start.
See, usually I'm the only one that tries to insult Derek here, but now...
Tom Carnegie, however, did get me started on my next career in television, because he was actually the one that put me on television on Channel 6 here in town 20-something years ago.
He was a poor Irishman, came over here, needed a job, and I hired him. And
then you fired me.
$300 for the whole month. And he wasn't worth it, but I liked his looks. And you know who I saw yesterday out here? Your son, Connor.
Yes.
Yes.
Very fine race car
And
driver,
he's
17 years old and doing very
a
well.
lot better looking than you are.
He gets his mother's good looks. He's a lucky man. Well, what a great pleasure it was speaking to you. Tom, you look great. You sound terrific.
Feeling good.
You've got your wits about you, clearly.
Well, it is a little bit early to think of all those good things, but, you know, the stories keep coming back to me. When you've done 61 races, did you know I set a record one time here?
What's that?
A new track record.
Jeez. We're talking with comedian Todd Glass.
In a relationship, women look down the road, which is positive, but some women look too far down the road. I mean, they can't just take that moment for what it is. Like, I'm at a bar, and I asked this girl to dance. You know, she's like, oh, dance? Oh, sure, I'd like to dance. And we're done dancing. Maybe you go over there, you'll buy me a drink, I'll buy you a drink. A week later, we'll start calling each other. We'll get our machines, then you'll get me, then I'll get you. Then we go out on a date, and our friends say we're perfect for each other. So we have our first kiss, then we decide we're going to get engaged. We get engaged, we have a beautiful wedding. After the wedding, we get back from our wedding, we set up an apartment together. Then we have a beautiful apartment. You get a promotion, I get a promotion, and we buy a big house. We have a house, white picket fence, dogs, 2 kids, everything's going good. Then you're coming home from late at work. I go, why are you coming home late at work? You go, I'm in love with my secretary. Mexico, and your life is sector, and you want me to tell the kids we're getting a divorce and they don't have a father anymore? Dance? I don't think so, you sick freak.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here, ready to roll. Tom, what's going on over on your side of the room?
Oh, we've been going through mail.
Yeah.
Got some great stuff from people. A lot of Tomisms, learning a lot about life.
All right.
And how to use words. We learned that Josh doesn't approve of marinade.
Learn how to cook.
Uh-huh.
I'm not making this up. I've never seen a response among our listeners than we're having right now.
I have... I've lost fans.
You hit a nerve. You have angered America.
This really might be the most controversial thing I've ever seen.
Unbelievable.
People are going to show up at your shows with
marinades now.
Wishbone.
They will be asked to leave. They will be escorted out.
Have you ever tried the? You put it in the. It looks like a
syringe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh man, that's good. You inject it right into the chicken.
With a turkey, you take you melt butter, put it in that big syringe.
Oh yeah, you push it right in there.
I saw some folks yesterday. I think that they'd taken the big syringe of butter, just injected it right up their ass.
Yeah.
Bypass eating it. Blubber up, baby.
Blubber up. Dear Josh.
Hi.
As someone whom I have great respect for when it comes to your food thoughts and insights.
Thank you very much.
I'm so disappointed about your thoughts on marinade.
Oh.
While I agree that Wishbone is lazy, I can't disagree more strongly.
Some say lazy, some say convenient and perfect.
I was just saying it's a simple way to make chicken. You take Wishbone Italian dressing, stick it in a baggie, throw the chicken in, stick it in the refrigerator. It's delicious.
What's even more simple is just cooking the chicken.
Making your own marinade for something like carne asada or pollo asado is
I don't speak
essential.
French.
When imparting... You have to do it, though, Josh, if you want to impart the correct flavor profile into the meat. That's what he says.
Well, I've had some carne asada that's didn't have an ounce of marinade on it.
If you're going to eat shark, by the way, this is from Bobby. You have to marinate shark. You're certainly not referring to shark. Josh, you've lost your mind if you're talking about don't marinate shark. Lemon juice, 2 to 3 hours. Shark, delicious.
Oh.
Lemon juice is fair. Yeah.
You'll allow lemon juice.
Yep. That's natural.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Has it become clear yet that I am talking out of my ass?
No.
Not yet.
Now we're getting serious letters about the distinction between brining and the superiority of brining to. This is unbelievable.
I told you there was a difference.
Oh, my God. Could we move on, please? Christy, don't you have more food news?
Yeah,
I'd like to. America won't let us.
Yes, they're mad.
The company that brings us Cheez-Its is opened a new Cheese-In diner.
Now, is this Nabisco?
Thank you,
Oh, that
Chick.
chick's really eating Cheez-Its right now.
Damn right I am.
The restaurant now open in
look.
Woodstock, New York, about a 2-hour drive outside of New York City.
In Woodstock, New York, Cheez-Its are Starburst and golden.
We are Cheez-Its. We are golden.
Distributed by Kellogg Sales Company, Battle Creek, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Kellogg's.
The diner's menu includes items like the deluxe Cheez-It milkshake, a vanilla shake blended with Cheez-It crackers topped with whipped cream, sprinkles, and
Hang on a
caramel, and crushed Cheez-It cracker rim.
Keep it.
Sounds disgusting.
Dump it out.
An extra cheese
marinate your chicken
burger.
with it.
It comes with one straw because no one will want to share it with you. Look, I have 2 straws, honey.
The extra cheese burger, a pimento Cheez-It smash burger topped with lettuce, pickles, and extra big Cheez-It cracker.
That sounds like it's worth a try.
Amazing, yeah.
The sweet and salty cheese cake, a creamy cheesecake dessert with a Cheez-It cracker pie crust.
That might be a little better.
I'll try.
That might be better.
Caramel and extra big Cheez-It crackers.
What's the restaurant called?
It says it's called the Cheese-In Diner, but wouldn't it be called the Cheez-It Diner? But Huh.
I'd rather there's a higher end version of this.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
what's it?
I love this.
On the wrist.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Cheese in.
Yep, the cheese in.
Oh, they have a cheese mobile.
They do have a cheese
look at that. The diner also boasts the world's first and only Cheez-It jukebox, the only jukebox that accepts Cheez-It crackers instead of coins.
I have to go now.
Yeah.
It's a pop-up restaurant. Will open May 20th to May 26th, so you better hurry. You got
Isn't this the place where Vito went up in The Sopranos when he had to go up to upstate?
Yep.
He went up to the Cheez-It restaurant.
That's right. Johnny Cakes. Break your heart, Tom.
Wow.
Dear Fool.
Uh-oh.
I wonder who they're addressing.
I've never heard anyone be more wrong in my life than when Josh said you should never marinate meat. Surely after his time in Korea, he's familiar with bulgogi, Butgogi, a couple of steaks marinated teriyaki sauce overnight and then grilled.
It's actually pronounced bulgogi, so I don't even know if I want to listen to this guy.
But he's saying you're going to turn it down?
I'm the one that mispronounced it. It will change his outlook for the better. Keep up the great work. Love you guys. He
Of course
is living
I've
in
had bulgogi.
South Korea.
Bulgogi?
Yeah.
That's a funny word. Bulgogi.
Never read bukkake?
I have not
I
enjoyed.
knew that's where this was going.
I have not had bukkake.
or the bukkake bulgogi? You marinate the bulgogi in the bukkake?
Dear Mr. Arnold.
Yes.
How dare you discriminate against 89.957% of the Bob and Tom listening audience? You dirty communist bastard. Signed, Philip.
Oh, Philip, I'm sorry.
Creator of Wishbone salad dressing.
See, there you go.
There he is, right there.
Philip, I hope one day you learn how to grill and you don't need that wishbone.
Really? You know, if you ever noticed when you go in the store there, then they don't have like 80 different marinades available. You know why? People like them.
Well, there's no accounting for taste, Tom. You know that.
Oh, I know that.
People enjoy me on the radio. I don't get
Mark
that.
in Ohio, good morning, radio legends. Sadly, I did not have anti-marinator on my Josh's Odd Hills to Die On bingo card.
Who's tired of this bingo card crap?
Who the hell saw that coming?
Okay.
I did not see it
Hills to
coming.
die on.
Yeah.
Marinade. Really?
That's right.
I'll send this back. Tell the chef. It's clearly
Tell the chef to learn how to cook.
far too tender. Far too delicious, this chicken.
Far too flavorful, far too...
Oh, I see. So if you I didn't realize you guys were talking about moist chicken. If that's what you want, you have to marinate.
If you don't mind dry chicken, like you're fine.
You guys should have said something immediately.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's get. What else have you got? Don't you have another? What's the cheese? There's another cheese story I remember today.
A so-called cheese addict says she spent nearly $6,000 per week on rehab.
I gotta have it, man.
Manhattan Law School student Ms. Adela Cohab said her habit started in 2018. She told the New York Post that to cope with stress, she would literally just eat a block of cheese.
Whoa.
Often while sitting on the floor of an apartment alone in the dark.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, her addiction grew so severe, she was devouring an estimated 5.5 cheese blocks a week.
Man.
And becoming at risk for type 2 diabetes.
And she hadn't gone to the bathroom in a major way since 1997.
Yeah. After an intervention, the 27-year-old attended a nearly $6,000 a week retreat at Hilton Head Health for 2 weeks. While she has not sworn off cheese entirely, Ms. Cohab says her addiction is now under control. Dr. Neil Barnard, author of The Cheese Trap and a professor of medicine at the George Washington University, explained that people become addicted to cheese due to the high concentration of fat and salt in the food, along with a protein known as casein that can get people mildly hooked. He said cheese contains opiate chemicals that attach to the very same brain receptors that fentanyl or any other narcotic attaches to.
Really?
Holy cow.
Adding that due to the high concentration of casein in cheese, some people refer to cheese as dairy crack.
Okay. Well, I mean, in extreme amounts, perhaps, but...
Look at Tom. He's not convinced.
Yeah, that Velveeta, man. It's a gateway drug, bro. You got any Velveeta? I'm going to snort it.
Oh, I don't think it's that.
I take Parmesan cheese, Josh, and I lay it out and roll up $100 bill and snort it.
Chop it up, man.
I'm glad she's doing better. That's rough.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's very pretty girl. I'm looking at her picture.
She's pretty, so therefore she has merit.
Okay.
No.
A reasonable weight?
Yeah. Well, he said pretty.
This photograph, she's somewhat beefy, but lovely.
Somewhat beefy.
I'm sure that she's probably glad to be able to revisit a toilet after eating a brick of cheese every day.
I have a feeling someone's supporting Josh.
Josh is right.
Josh is right.
Says Scott from Toledo. Salt and pepper, good meat, and proper heat are all that's needed for a great result. I'm with you, Scott. That's all I use. Josh, you need to start selling marinade at your shows. A big fancy label, special bottle with just salt water in it.
Well, fraud then is the.
Well, you could just sell salt and pepper shakers with your name, with your face on them.
Oh, I kind of like that idea.
Yeah. I know a guy that makes them.
He can make me custom salt and pepper shakers.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great
Absolutely.
idea. That's a
JR,
great
if you're listening, call.
No, you'd be, but your face would be.
Yes, Tom?
I like this.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
No.
Please say it.
No, we're all waiting.
Very bad idea.
All right.
Salt and pepper. They're waiting.
How could we do it? Because
how do you distinguish
Because I have a salt and pepper beard. I wonder if
you could be maybe you'd have to wear a black shirt on the one side and a white shirt on the other.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or you could do salt and pepper mixed together in just one shaker. The Josh marinade.
Or you could do it with Al Jackson. And you're a team.
We're a team.
Or you could do it like doesn't Trader Joe's have like killer garlic salt or something?
Yeah, that's good.
You do that. You go that route.
Now, would the joke be that I'm the pepper? Would we fool? And then anytime somebody complains, just go, well, you're racist. Just set them up for failure.
I think there's a history of a very unfortunate history of salt and pepper shakers.
Yes, there are
in our past.
Oh my Lord!
Hey, look,
is that what you're laughing at?
These are like the kind.
I don't ignore history. I read it.
Have you seen the one that have like baseball teams on them and stuff? That's what he makes. They're really cool. I mean, they're really easy to do. We could do that.
So at the end of your show, you do your
you
get your big finale and go, by the way,
you write
on the
a
way
joke
out,
for it.
I'm selling salt and pepper shakers.
Hey, you're the one who wanted me to sell pizza cutters for a while.
He's got you there.
I think they would have been pretty funny. People going, we need a new pizza cutter. What the hell?
Yeah, why not?
Get one with Josh's name on it.
Buy me one, honey.
Quite a conversation piece. All right.
I could have ice cream scoops.
Has anyone ever committed a major crime with a pizza cutter?
Oh, I bet. But that seems brutal.
Yeah, it does.
You're in the parking lot following your show, and some guy whips out a pizza cutter. All right, back off. Give me your purse.
Back it off.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Federal authorities seized 22 pounds of ketamine that had been disguised as children's board games recently. U.S. Customs officers encountered the shipment at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. An examination revealed multiple packages of a crystallized white substance that tested positive for ketamine.
What is ketamine exactly?
Some drug I'm not familiar
Does
with.
anybody know?
It's
a recreational drug?
Can be.
Oh, okay.
Can also kill you.
The cargo had come from London and was destined for Miami, Florida.
Wow. It's disguised as board games.
Yeah. Kids' board games. That's creepy.
That's weird.
Candylander.
Yeah, they were playing Clue, and it was the butler with a syringe in the dining room. Wow, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez.
Visitors to a London park, are complaining that a newly erected obelisk looks too much like a penis. Metro UK reports the 20-foot tall statue in Betts Park features 4 small spheres at its base, which locals say give it an unfortunate phallic appearance.
No, it doesn't.
Frequent park goer Mr. Sam Vale said that some have taken to calling it Betts Park Pork.
Yes.
A member of Friends of Betts Park defended the monument and said, quote, if a person on social media wished to remember the obelisk as phallic, then we have achieved our goal of being noticed and remembered. Which is true. There it is. That
There's
doesn't look
nothing phallic about
nothing.
it.
Oh my God, a penis!
Really? Well, first of all,
Three testicles.
I think it's going to break off on the top. A little too slender.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sort of.
That doesn't look anything
No,
like a
that this is even and we're saying that.
Right.
We see penises everywhere we look.
I work with
Yes,
4 or
our
5.
job is to wedge penis references into stuff.
That is not phallic at all.
No. If anything, it's butt pluggish.
Yeah?
At least
Probably.
it looks similar to mine.
Wow, that goes in deep, huh? That is.
Oh, I like to taste them.
Oh, Josh. Now you
Yeah,
really
that is
are
not that. I don't agree. You got
No, it isn't. It's actually looks like a kind of a nice monument.
Yeah, it's like a sort of a narrow Washington Monument type.
Yeah,
obelisk.
exactly. Perfectly fine.
I mean, I don't know. London's famous for Big Ben and apparently now Big Dick. But no, it doesn't look that. I think they're stretching it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The shaft to balls ratio is way up.
Well, first of all, they're tiny little balls.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're no.
The shaft to balls ratio, and there's a sphere of plausibility with the shaft to balls ratio.
You're familiar with how on OnlyFans some girls will rate penises. The guys will send them pictures, and they for a fee. She will. I think we should have you do this.
The shaft to balls ratio.
Yeah, you can analyze.
He's gonna rate penises.
Oh, yes. I think this is one of the best ideas we've ever had.
Sir, I believe your
shaft to ball ratio. It's quite impressive.
That's where you made your
typically
first
you
mistake.
seem to be leaning toward the ball size. That's not phallic at all.
No, it isn't. Silly.
No.
Didn't they have to take down a couple huge trees at the base of the Washington Monument a few years ago because of this?
Because it looked puby?
Yes.
Wow.
Puby.
Because it looked real bushy.
Real puby. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show features Chick McGee talking about the best way to listen to our show. That's right. It's with those Raycon earbuds, and Raycon has the brand new earbud.
That's right. They just launched their upgraded model of their best-selling everyday earbuds. Raycon's upgraded everyday earbuds. You get active noise cancellation, ergonomic design to fit the widest range of ears, and multi-point connectivity. What's that, Chick? Well, you can pair with two devices at once. Plus, weatherproof and sweat-resistant. And they also come in new swell colors. Of course, they originally had all the colors, and now they've added blush violet, Christy's favorite color, forest green, that's the way I roll, and Tom has royal blue.
They're awesome.
And we learned earlier this morning, Josh has no earbuds. Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. What are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. We'll get you some Raycons, Josh.
It actually did give me some. I got the sleek black.
Ah, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, the lilac.
Like your salt shaker.
Yeah, yes.
20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. 20% off at buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time, buyraycon.com/Tom.
And I want to remind you that I think Jess Hooker is going to stop by today. And what's important is
she was in the two-seater going around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
It's a really cool video. If you want to know what it's like to go fast, check this thing out. You'll find it on the Bob and Tom YouTube page. Coming right back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us.
Spoke briefly earlier about 1977, Tom Snever breaking the 200-mile-an-hour barrier. That particular year, in 1977, Evel Knievel, the Daredevil, motorcycle Daredevil, was sponsoring Gary Bettenhausen's car. It was owned, and mechanic was Grant King from here in town. So on the first day of qualifying, Evel Knievel comes to watch his car to qualify. Well, everybody knew that the 200-mile-an-hour barrier was going to be broke that day officially. And I mean to tell you, there was a race day-sized crowd at the first day of qualifying. It was packed. And I was there, thankfully. And the excitement was just such. I mean, it had unofficially been broken. John Cock had gotten over a tad, and Mario in practice, but that didn't count. You had to do it in qualifying. And everybody knew Snever was probably going to be the guy to do it because, technical time, he was great in qualifying. He was driving for Roger Penske. That was going to be the guy to do it. So the crowd is just on edge waiting for him. And all of a sudden, here comes Sneva. And the crowd is just on the edge of their seats. Well, at the same time, Evel Knievel was in the garage area looking at his car, dressed in a red, white, and blue leather jumpsuit with a collar up over his ears, kind of like Elvis, you know. He had a cane with a $30,000 diamond in the handle. That was confirmed to me by one of the crew members. Told me that later. He goes, oh, yeah, he was telling everybody, $30,000 diamond. Anyway, so they start bringing Evel Knievel out to pit lane so he can watch qualifying. Well, this coincides just serendipitously with Sneva going out to qualify. And he takes a couple practice laps, and as he does, here comes Evel Knievel out of the garage area, walking down in between the grandstands. Sneva comes flying by, takes the green flag, dives into turn number 1. Man, the crowd is holding their breath. He gets closer. Knievel gets closer and closer to the pit gate. Just as he comes out of 4, he comes down. Sneva, boom, he completes lap number 1, dives back into turn 1. And all of a sudden, Tom Carnegie cracks open that mic, and as only Tom Carnegie could do, he goes, it's a new track record, 200, and that place exploded. It startled me. It was so loud, the cheer that went up. Evel Knievel thinks it's because the crowd spotted him. And he goes walking out on the pit lane going, what a jerk.
Hey guys, Santino Ferrucci here, driving at the number 14 AJ Foyt Racing Homes for Troops Chevrolet. We're here at the Indianapolis 500. We just want to give a shout out to Homes for Troops. They build custom housing for veterans that have fought, that have disabilities, and they pay for the whole house. They pay for all the monthly expenses. They really take care of our troops when they come back from fighting overseas. So it is a fantastic organization, one of the best you can donate to.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Sean Morey, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
When your horse has run its very last race and there's nothing left to do, giddy up, giddy up. We don't think it's very good taste to turn him into glue. Giddy up, giddy so if your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, giddy up, giddy and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony.
Now, when you come into any participating Burger Pony restaurant and order our Swale in a Pail, every kid in your group will receive a free hot fudge sundae silence. And don't forget our Clint Eastwood Western spaghetti. And our delicious burgers, including the Daily Double and the Triple Crown. And remember our motto, if we're not in your neighborhood yet, your neighbors have probably passed a petition.
So if your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Morning, you guys rock.
Thank you very much.
Several years ago, I was living in DeLand, Florida.
Yep, I used to live there.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he did.
I was on the air there.
There's some history behind that name. Did you know that, sir? DeLand, Florida?
It's named that because it's near near DC.
DeLand, DC.
DeLand, DC, yeah. But the factory I worked at was right across the street from the airport, which is very popular with the skydivers back then.
Sure. They still have that great bar at the DeLand Airport.
Don't know. I know there's a little hamburger place there.
Airport bar tonight, the Chief. You know.
Yeah, Bob, I did gigs there.
Did you ever listen to the Chief when you were in DeLand, Florida there, sir? Hey, I'll be tonight at the DeLand Airport.
At that cool little bar there.
Yeah, with the
tonight, the Chief from 7 to 9. Come on, Bob.
There's a $4 cover. And,
yeah.
Come join the Chief.
Some mighty good memories of that.
I bet you do.
Let me tell you.
There's a lot of dark corners there.
The Mann Act prevents me from discussing.
Really? Wow.
There is certainly
swinging young DJ. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's comedian Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
This Friday.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh is here, and Ace, and Christy, and starting in the outside of row 3 at the Indianapolis 500. Jess Hooker's joined us.
Yes.
She's going to talk about her trip around the track. I'm Chick, and here's Tom, who seems to be doing playing the operation game over there. I don't know what he's doing.
Just doing some reading some mail.
All hunkered down.
Got some Tom Speak here.
Oh,
this is so often Tom Speak is perfectly logical.
Yes. Oftentimes they make sense. Sometimes they're better than the actual words, aren't they?
Here's one that makes sense.
Let's not get carried away.
Recently, I purchased a water pick.
Ah, yeah, those are great.
Asked my husband how he likes it. He couldn't think of the word. He said, you mean the power washer for my teeth?
Yes.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. In my family, thanks to my grandmother, we all use silver paper to cover dishes.
Oh, instead of aluminum foil?
Instead of aluminum foil.
I was like, silver paper, okay.
Sorry, Josh, sometimes we use it to marinate our meat like civilized people.
How do you feel about steak sauce? We got to ask somebody to ask that.
Oh, like A1?
Yeah, or Worcestershire. David in Dayton wants to know your thoughts on that.
Steak sauce, if it's a cheap steak, A1 will help cover up the taste.
I also really like A1 for steak fries.
Yes.
I think that's a taste.
I don't approve of steak fries. Bob and I agree on this. Too much potato.
Ridiculous. It's like saying there's too much cake on a cake.
It's the same.
Doesn't make any sense.
Have you ever used the phrase too much cake before?
I have. That's the first time I ever said it, and I had like a bad taste in my mouth when I said it.
I almost got dizzy.
Yeah. Jess, you're the house chef.
Yeah.
You really know your way around a kitchen.
This is the oven.
And the culinary arts. Your thoughts on marinades?
I think it's specific to white meat, pork and chicken.
I think people of any race can use marinades. I don't know why you...
I don't care for wishbone. My mom put wishbone on everything.
Okay.
And
yeah.
so I can taste it in the back of my mouth.
I know what you're saying. That
right
tang.
now. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She put it on vegetables, on pasta, on pork, on chicken.
I would come down on the wishbone people.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's I had too much of it. I had my life's worth.
Now, let's change the topic briefly because there's a video
Wasn't
of you.
done with that topic at all.
Not at all.
I'm sorry.
What video?
There's a video of Jess Hooker.
Oh, okay.
In a Nomex suit and a helmet going
fire
around,
suit? Yeah.
going around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at speed in the two-seater. We should explain that in the two-seater it's a race car and the one seat is in front of the other. You're not. It's not.
Yes,
you're not next to the driver
like in a
side by side.
Right.
like in the old riding mechanic days.
Right.
Sure. The passenger is in the back seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And how
that was
fast did you get?
180.
Wow.
180. I think I don't know. I was the first one out. So it was, he was warming up his tires. And so I got the full experience, the back and forth. But by lap 3, the G-force was throwing me into this side of the car so hard I had a bruise on my arm.
Holy cow.
Yeah. But the first time that we crossed the bricks, the finish line, tears were streaming down my face.
Oh, Jess.
I grew up here. I've been going to the race since I was a kid, so it was a dream come true. I shook. Noah was worried about me because I was shaking so hard when I got out of the car just from adrenaline. Mm-hmm. It was
Well,
wild.
you can see the video, and I would recommend turning on the closed captioning.
Yes.
Because it's noisy and
It's very noisy, yeah. And I talked the whole time. I hope that my driver couldn't hear me because I was probably annoying, but it was just a stream of thought. I was just so excited.
Were there any curse words?
Oh, there were. And then I just thought for a second, we're supposed to use this on the air. So I did some quick edits. Yeah.
See, that's a problem that I have.
Yeah.
When I get to say like if I'm on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I have what I call roller coaster Tourette's.
Exactly.
Where suddenly
the expletives fly.
Oh, I can't stop. Yeah. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter who I'm with. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
I guess they say that when they have those tapes of planes when they crash.
Right.
And typically the pilots, the last thing they say is a curse word.
What is the...
the black box?
Hang on a second.
What did you say?
Can I ask a
this
question?
is nice.
What's the topic now? Airline disaster?
Plane crash audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are simple facts. Once again, I know that you don't like you.
I'm afraid we're crashing. You think it's like that?
Yeah.
Of course they're going to be screaming.
You ever think the last word? My bad.
Yeah.
Whoops. On me.
Sorry.
Folks, this one is on me.
Wow. Wow.
Well, Jess, the video's terrific.
Where can we see the video, Tom?
The Bob and Tom YouTube area of the electrical computer.
Sure. Yeah. Christy, you've done it too, haven't you?
Yes, but my video is 17 years old and doesn't look anything like Jess's.
Well, that doesn't matter.
I was saying this morning, it looks like ABC
it does.
was covering Jess's ride.
I am so jealous. I want to do it again just so I can have a video like that.
Well, I know Noah loves doing them, so you can. We'll schedule it again. You'll go next year.
Yeah, because that's amazing.
It was.
Check
It was
it out.
so
It's fun.
awesome.
It's fun. Now, back to Tom Speak. I couldn't remember the name for. My son couldn't remember the name for a cardinal. So look at that red J.
Oh, red jay. Why wouldn't they be called red jays?
Red jays, yeah.
Red jay, yellow jay, blue, BJ.
My 8-year-old daughter came into the
What
bathroom.
about a BJ, Tom? Up for one of those?
That's short for blue jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My 8-year-old daughter came into our bathroom. He said, changing the subject, wanting Q-tips. She asked my wife if she had any of those ear sticks.
They are ear sticks.
Remember, you're not supposed to put them in your ear.
Well, that's outrageous.
Yeah, that is. What a scam that is. Everyone knows.
What did the Q-tips people think we were going to do with them other than stick them right in our ears? I don't understand.
Well, they're made for that. Put them in your ears.
Of course they are.
Just don't put them in too deep, you dummies. That's what Q-tip slogan should be. What are you, a moron? Not too deep.
Howdy, comedians. Been listening since I started college, and the show just keeps getting better.
Well, how about that?
I guess it is for us. My Tom Speak moment yesterday, I work at a TV news station in northern Indiana. Our sports guy failed to remember the word for practice. Instead, he called it sports recital.
I've been known to say rehearsal.
Sports rehearsal?
Yeah, I've said that.
Okay.
Yeah, they rehearse. But yeah, they're rehearsing. And then the games.
Sometimes they rehearse in their sports costumes.
Yes.
I was talking to my buddy's 5-year-old son about him wanting to play football when he got bigger. He was looking forward to hug attacking people.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Very similar.
Oh.
Hug attacking.
Josh Arnold, the middle linebacker, he's had 12 hug attacks.
Wow. Oh, plus we're getting letters about Ticonderoga pencils.
Workhorse of the industry.
I guarantee we're not getting more than one. You used the plural incorrectly, I'm convinced. One person.
Mark told me there were several. This was the best one.
Okay,
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rachel.
Number 2 pencil in Google.
Ticonderoga.
Yeah, it's the first one that comes up.
Yep.
The black ones are my favorite.
Oh, I didn't know they had black ones.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Holy
do
hell.
right here, soft black.
I'm going to have to get a dozen of those.
That's what I got my
The
kids every year
Ticonderoga.
for
Okay,
school.
now, what's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have a very interesting story out of the sashimi world, if you're into tuna.
Sashimi and the clean sheets.
Killer bees in the news, and we have a couple.
Oh, Tokyo.
Takes their parrots everywhere they go.
Who? A couple does?
No.
Takes their parrots everywhere they go.
The parrot wear a diaper?
We'll find out.
But they're fascinating to talk to. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
2011 when Weldon won, when J.R. Hildebrand crashed on that last lap. You know, a lot of people don't know this. His spotter in the third turn was so confident they had won, he had left his post in the third turn and was running down to be in victory lane. And so he wasn't up there to tell him, hey, JR, slow down, watch out, there's a slower car ahead of you. And then he hit him and he crashed. And Weldon wins. So the race is over, everybody's going, where's Hildebrand? Where's Hildebrand? Everybody's looking for Hildebrand. Well, I was back in the garage area, and all the pit guys run around, where is he, where is he? And I go, I'll tell you where I think he is. He's back at his pit, apologizing. They go, Wilson, go to the hospital. I go, he's not in the hospital. He's back in the pits apologizing to his crew. So I hightail it to Panther Racing Crew, and lo and behold, there he is. I'm the first one to get him.
Hey, hi, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Behind me is the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm here to give you some of the fashion do's and don'ts of the biggest party at the race. Let's talk footwear on race day. You want to wear something comfortable, something you can walk in, something not too expensive. My choice, the Nike Air Monarchs. They're in your garage, next to the lawnmower. Your dad wears them. Don't wear this. This is a Croc. I don't care if it's in sport mode. The holes do give you hilarious tan lines, but you don't want to get any trough juice on your little toesies. If you run into a man wearing these, run away. Any man wearing weatherproof boots at the track has a mind for destruction. He washed his face in the trough this morning. He's been drinking Mountain Dew and moonshine since 6 a.m. If you bump into him, give him a go Colts and keep it moving. What to wear on race day. In the morning, it'll be a little colder. This is my favorite piece of clothing that I own. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. No big deal. Any shirt with the name of an alcohol and the word racing is one of the coolest things you can wear here. This one's sort of a deep cut. Rolling Stone shirt. The concert took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Colt skier will do, but I say go the extra mile. This is a Colt shirt with a St. Elmo shrimp cocktail. I'm not a big fan of wearing sports jerseys for a team that is out of season. Colts aren't playing, and the Pacers also aren't playing. Quick rule for basketball jerseys at the race. You want to wear your Larry Bird Indiana State jersey? Don't. You want to wear your Reggie Miller jersey? Don't. Rick Smits? Don't. Paul George? Don't think about it. George Hill? Not at all. It's too expensive, too cool, and it's going to get covered in Busch Light. You want to wear a Lance Stevenson jersey. Any Pacer that was here less than 3 years. Maybe a Danny Granger jersey. If you're wearing a basketball jersey, pop it off around lap 50. I hear you. Willie, I have a gut. If you're embarrassed about being fat, move to France. This is America and you're allowed to have a gut. You're saying, Willie, I got pimples on my back. I got stretch marks. This time of the year, that's your stars and stripes, my friend. Pop it off and let that flag fly. This is the coolest thing you can wear at the race, an actual Indy 500 shirt. Bonus points if you have an armpit hole or some sort of fraying around the neck. There is one more acceptable shirt to wear to the race. This is what a race fan looks like. Garfield's creator, Jim Davis, is from Indiana. The most famous person from Indiana. Suck it, Greg Kinnear. On race day, you're going to want a nice hat. You can go with an official Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat, or you can go with the cooler Indianapolis 500 hat that I got on 16th Street from a guy selling tacos. Anything with the word Indy on it. I'd recommend a Colts hat or a Pacers hat. The coolest hat you can wear on race day, however, is a Late Night with David Letterman hat. Of course, owner of the Letterman Ray Hall team. I do not want to see a Jay's Garage hat. I don't want to see anything Team Coco. If you have a Daily Show hat and it's spelled D-A-L-Y like Connor Daly, that could fly.
My dad grew up like pre-Oprah Winfrey, so he was like an old school guy. He doesn't know how to like be like, look, son, I love you. You're not doing well in school. Let's work this out.
Right.
Instead, I'd be watching TV, and this is the way he would convey that thought. He'd just come walking in and just go, "Study!" and then he would walk out. Like, that was going to motivate me. Like, oh, gee, you know, Dad, I never looked at it that way.
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, let me,
Ding, the bell goes off over your head.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Oh, study! See, now
He used to try to train the dog like that. We got this dog. He was like trying to teach him how to sit, and it's like he's starting off calm. Like the first few minutes, he'd just be going, "All right, sit. Come on, sit. Sit down." And like literally 5 minutes later, he's just like, "You're gonna get over there. You're gonna sit down." The dog's literally like, you know, walking in circles, peeing on the rug. Like, okay, I don't know what you want, but I know I'm not doing it.
He is Ryan Stout,
Hello,
very
Ryan.
handsome young man. Ryan, you're a clean-cut looking young
Absolutely.
guy.
Well, I'm not clean cut, but no profanities for me. I mean, I'm just, I would use it if I thought it was shocking, but I don't think it's shocking anymore, you know, because the profanity, it's everywhere now. It's everywhere.
That's
you know,
true.
you can't even rent like a nice adult film where a man and another man and maybe a woman have consensual sex in front of a camera without one of the three spewing out profanities. It's awful. It's all F me and my A and S. And it's disgusting, all right?
Blank me now.
I'd like to sit down with my niece and nephew, Jenna and Jameson, in a family environment and watch a nice orgy flick without turning them into potty mouths. Is that so much to ask, America? Where is the FCC when you need them?
Amen.
Folks?
You raise a good point.
Where's your head, America?
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
Jess Hooker here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Hello.
She won a 180 in the two-seater. That's the lingo, right? You ride in the two-seater?
Yeah.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
So you're going 180 miles an hour?
I think I went faster because he was trying to shut me up. Honestly, I think it was faster than 180.
Were you asking questions? Or?
No, I
Who
was just
drove
so
you? Do you know?
excited. Yeah, Gabby Chavez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know Gabby.
Jess, when you go around the turns,
Yes.
and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, there are four.
There are four.
Yes.
Thank you.
All four.
Helpful.
Hang on a minute. Yes, there are four, yes.
Okay. Does it feel like you are really hugging the walls? Do you get really close to the walls?
It doesn't. They just come faster than I thought. So I thought I was going to do this play-by-play, and I was like, okay. So,
How many times have I heard that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, coming faster than you.
So from the start, we started just before turn one. So we took off. We go in, and I'm like, all right, here we are, turn one. And then I was like, turn two, and then the back straightaway, and then three, then four, and it's so fast. And by the third lap, I thought, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up because you feel like it's such a tight circle and that you're just going around and around. I can't believe that these race car drivers do that over and over.
For 3 hours. Yeah.
For 3 hours, yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that's why they look like athletes.
Yeah, but when you come out of turn 4 and you see the pagoda and you're like, I mean, I even talking about it again, I start to shake. You know, Christy, it's just like we grew up here and it was a dream come true. So thank you so much to
Once
the
again,
IndyCar
the video is on YouTube.
Yeah.
And my favorite part of the video is when Jess tries to talk to him into putting a horn back there where you were sitting.
Yeah, I said, hey, is there any way I could get a horn so you guys stop? Gabby never turned around. He was like, shut up.
I'm sure he's focused on keeping you alive.
Yeah, that's true. And then I suggested one of those Fisher-Price steering wheels, so it feels like I'm driving.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been hard.
Remember those toys with Fisher Price? They had the little road on it. You had to keep it again.
Yeah.
Oh. And you beep your horn, and they have a little bell. Didn't they have a bell? Ding, ding, ding.
We had a Fisher Price service station. That was
I got way too
Oh,
excited.
yeah.
Had the little crank that you could, and it was like an elevator that took the
Absolutely.
car up to the top.
I loved those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the internet, I'm sure that someone's abusing one of those right now after what we saw last week at a Shell station, whatever that was.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh.
Maybe it was just-
No, it was overseas. It was not at a.
Okay,
Really
sorry.
filling her up.
Yeah, he was filling filling it up. Right? Now, let's see. Now we have.
Speaking of going fast,
we have you in the news. What do you got over there?
Authorities in Ohio say a United States postal worker was caught racing a Mustang in her USPS van. The Sandusky County officials, a sheriff's deputy, pulled her over. The driver was caught going around 105 miles an hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone.
Gotta get that mail through. Come on.
The deputy noted the van had no plates, and the driver appeared to be racing a Ford Mustang. A United States Postal Service spokesperson confirmed to WTVG
Channel 17 in Sandusky. I made that all up.
that the driver is a female employee and that the matter is under investigation. One of our listeners sent in saying something about these vans, because they're government issued, don't have to have a certain kind of plate or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not.
Do you want your package delivered fast or not?
Yeah.
It's the government.
Yeah. The government forces us to have plates, but they don't have to do it.
I don't know if that's
Typical
true.
Washington.
Drive it like a rental, baby.
No, the party's like a rental, Tom.
Yeah.
You know that.
So, but they did clarify she is an employee.
Yes.
Wow, that's really something.
Yeah, maybe she had a little road rage. Could you imagine being a postal driver and dealing
I'm
with
sure
cars
it's
every day?
a total hassle.
You know who's in the
Jerks.
other car? Probably a dog or something.
Really?
You know how dogs chase mailman.
Oh, you think that? Yeah.
The Mustang had a dog? Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't there a country in the world, somewhere in the world, that dogs can drive? I swear I saw this.
Really?
No, Chick.
I did.
Dogs can't drive.
They train the dogs to drive.
No.
Okay. This is one of those things over the years. You're insane.
How would a dog drive?
I mean, can you...
They can't reach the pedals.
Well, they have to augment the machine, obviously, so they can reach the pedals. It's like in Brother, Where Art Thou? I put cigar boxes on.
You can understand our skepticism.
Yes.
Look, I was skeptical, too, until I saw this golden retriever behind the wheel.
See, maybe they have one of those Fisher-Price steering wheels, and
There
it
you
was a right-hand drive car like Christy has.
There you go.
Oh, like drivers. There he is.
He's
Notice it's a still photograph, not a video.
It is a still photo.
Well, you don't know. How else do you...
Well, for little people, they have hand levers that control the pedals. So
Yeah. You two almost have to have those, right?
I say I'm 3 inches away from a booster seat in Michigan.
I got some more Tom speak.
Go ahead.
When my daughter was little, we drove past a rest stop, and she called it the truck airport. Thank you, Lenny. 15 years later, we still call it not a truck stop, but the truck airport.
I like that.
So cute.
My mother was from Germany, and she says things like glove apartment instead of glove compartment.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Put it in the glove apartment.
This
That
is
makes
from
sense.
Doug. When my children were young, they still watched their movies on VHS tapes. Well, if the movie was really good, they would want to watch it right away again, and they would say, Daddy, fast forward it backwards.
That's good.
So cute. Man, kids are so funny.
The lady from Germany, when to turn something off, she didn't quite understand. She would say, shut that on.
English is tough.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Christy, do you ever have you ever asked a kid, when a kid says, how old are you? Do you ever go, how old do you think I am?
Oh, yeah.
That is always one of the funniest answers you'll get.
Yeah.
I asked a kid asked me how old I was. I go, how old do you think I was? 72. He said.
That's what he said.
And I go, no, I'm 46. He goes, well, then how come you have gray hair? He just assumes since I had gray hair, I was 72.
Yeah. I don't ask that question anymore, Josh.
I get the opposite of that.
You do?
I'll be with my little girls, and
I love this story.
I took Finn to the doctor the other day, new doctor, and
the old doctor asked you to leave. Is that right?
no. Oh, is this your granddaughter?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, she's mine. Stand back. These sperm are powerful.
Aren't they old enough though now that they think it's funny? When
they think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, they encourage it.
I was going to say, do they play into it?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
They encourage it.
They love it.
Do they call you Grandpa out in
No,
public?
that would be the last day they ate. No more food for you girls. Did they call you Grandpa? No, they don't.
Okay, you wanted video of a driving dog. This is Porter from New Zealand. He is a dog that drives a car.
Driving dogs.
Well, he's not
Driving
going
dogs,
very
New
quickly.
Zealand. Why, he's... Look, he's turning. Look at that.
Is the guy with the remote controller?
Look,
the
look, look, look.
Oh, no, she's giving him
She's giving him
orders.
training.
Yeah.
He's training. He's a support dog.
Yeah.
And they, some of these dogs are adoptable, and this is a promotion, so you can come out watch the dogs drive.
Chick, we owe you an apology.
Look,
Yeah, we
see
do.
the
Oh, okay, yeah.
Vehicle's been augmented.
I see.
You have to look this up wherever you
That's
are
awesome.
right now.
It's amazing.
Slam on your brakes and look at this video.
Speaking of dogs, the dog name didn't stick.
Oh,
Tag's over?
Tag didn't stick.
Tag, he was not it.
The nameless dog right now. Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, he still doesn't have a name.
Do you have our list of all those?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I don't have our list, but
For a lot of reasons, this might not fly, but I Walter Payton, call him Walter and nickname him Sweetness. That's...
I do like Walter.
Sweetness.
Well, I like Josh's first suggestion of Coach.
Coach,
The little
yeah.
tiny dogs, but it sounds like he's an authority figure that knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But we got to be honest here. It's the kids. They want to name the dog,
Yeah, let
right?
the dog.
My kids are 18 and 20. Forget those kids.
Oh, so they're
That's
not
mine.
So Tag didn't stick. You decided Tag didn't
I
stick.
decided Tag
Oh,
didn't
okay.
stick. Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
And by the way, your kids to me
Yeah.
in my head
Yeah.
are still like 10.
little. Yeah. When you met them,
Yeah.
they were little.
Yes.
Whatever
Yeah.
whatever age they were when you met them. That's how old they are
Yeah.
now.
They're 18 and 20. So no, and this was my Mother's Day gift, so I'm gonna name him.
Okay.
But we also like Perry. I like Perry. I like Perry.
Perry?
As in
Perry?
William the refrigerator?
Yeah, no, not necessarily. It's from a cartoon when the kids were little called Phineas and Ferb.
Of course.
Perry.
He was the,
Perry's
He was the platypus.
Platypus,
Yeah.
No, not like Perry Mason,
Not like Perry Mason.
Perry
but I like
White.
Perry Mason.
because today's Perry Mason's birthday.
It is? Well,
Oh,
maybe
how
I
about that?
should.
Raymond Burr.
Is it Perry Mason's birthday or Raymond Burr's birthday?
It's Raymond Burr's birthday.
Well, as Ozzy declared, we need Perry Mason.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Perry Mason with Raymond Burr?
No.
It was black and white.
Yeah, no.
Raymond Burr looks better
We
in
had
black and
color
white.
TV when I was born.
He was the bad guy in Rear Window.
Did you hear what she laid on you?
Oh, I know.
Color TV.
She's right. She had color TV.
We had color TV too, but Perry Mason was still in black and white.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go.
That is not a touchstone, if you will, anymore. That's not. When did you get your first color TV? That's long gone, baby. Yeah.
And did you ever see Ironside?
I didn't. No, I don't know that one.
That was Raymond Burr again,
That was
except
in
he was
color.
in a wheelchair, and he had the guy pushing him around and
his
solving
assistant
crimes.
was named Mike.
I just watched Iron Claw.
Well, then they tried bringing it back a few years ago, right, Ace? It was Iron Lung.
They actually did bring back Ironside.
Solving crimes
Who was
inside
in
an
the-
Iron Lung.
Iron Lung. Who was in the chair?
Blair Underwood.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
all right. I do remember a commercial for that and screaming, "What the hell?" and forgetting it again.
The thing about Ironsides being a detective, if you wanted to get away with a crime, you just had to do it on the second floor.
Yeah.
Every episode
That's
that.
all you had to do.
Well, Ironsides, it's on the second floor. Well, see you next week.
Yeah. The criminal is believed to be a second story man. I'm out.
Devious bastard.
Now it's time now to talk food again.
Meat.
That's right. We're talking meat with
Meat.
the man who doesn't marinate, but many of us like to.
Well, you certainly don't need to with Omaha Steaks. That's right. They honestly, have the meat however you want. With Omaha Steaks, it's perfect no matter what you do. And Father's Day is just around the corner, isn't it? Give him a gift this year that's guaranteed to take him to his happy place. Give him Omaha Steaks, because a world-class dad deserves world-class steak. And the Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks, they've made it easy with hand-selected gift packages starting at only $89. Go to omahasteaks.com, use promo code BTS at checkout. You're going to get an additional discount when you shop gourmet gift packages for old dad. Pick from premium proteins like juicy pork chops, air-chilled chicken, beefy burgers, those jumbo dogs. Your dad is guaranteed to love every morsel. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS to get exclusive savings. Shop for unforgettable gifts guaranteed to make old Pop's day. Because if there's one thing Omaha Steaks knows, it's that dads want steak. You're a dad. You have a dad. You know. That's what old dad wants. Some nice hearty meats. That's omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout. Save on exclusive packages starting at just $89. And Tom, there's no reason not to add on some wonderful, wonderful things like that meat lovers lasagna.
Yeah, what a great gift, though. Your dad doesn't want another tie. Oh, that's delicious.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about the lasagna?
Yeah, we
I did,
just
yeah.
So you want to listen? What were you doing
okay.
over there?
It's worth mentioning again.
Okay.
Lasagna.
Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we have Christy Lee right over there. Jess Hooker's hanging with us. We've got to check out her video. And we have eels, killer bees, and hot tuna.
Yeah.
Actually, it's cold. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is
Hey guys, Santino Frucci here, driving at the number 14 AJ Foyt Racing Homes for Troops Chevrolet. We're here at the Indianapolis 500. We just want to give a shout out to Homes for Troops. They build custom housing for veterans that have fought, that have disabilities, and they pay for the whole house. They pay for all the monthly expenses. They really take care of our troops when they come back from fighting overseas. So it is a fantastic organization, one of the best you can donate to.
It's a tradition. I mean, this will be the 107th running. It's the biggest race in the world. 300. It's the largest one-day sporting event in the world. With the largest crowd. I mean, they don't release figures, but it's over 300, probably closer to 350. Probably at one point it was over 400,000 when they let a lot more people in the infield. But nevertheless, it's easily over 300,000 people one day. It's just an event. It happens on Memorial Day. It's to help celebrate our veterans and our freedom and to commemorate that. The listening to it, you can listen to it on the radio, which is fabulous. You can watch it on television, which really does. Television really doesn't do any event, especially Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the Indy 500, 2.5 miles. It can't do it justice. It does the best it can, but being there for those pre-race ceremonies, you just can't describe it. I know I've so many people that have gone for the first time, and it's like, wow. I've watched it on the radio. I've watched it for years. I've listened to it on the radio for years. But being here with all these people and all this energy and all this going on, and just how fast they are. Television cannot capture how fast these cars are. I mean, running, there's no fenders. Rubbing ain't racing in Indycar. Rubbing is, you go over a tire and you go flipping through the air. So I think what makes it as important is tradition and how long it's just been around, and that it is a piece of Americana that is unique to Indianapolis, and I think unique in the matter of all the different people and the time of day, the time of year, and the people that it celebrates.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Burglars dares you to beat their prices on anything in the store. That's right. Crazy Ernie's lost his mind and everything must go. Ladders, lumber, nails, including the kitchen sink. Burglars Hardware Store, where you make out like a burglar when you shop at Burglars. Free popcorn Mondays, free coffee Fridays, free parking. It's Crazy Ernie's going out of business sale. Everything must be Burglars Hardware Store. If Burglars doesn't have it, you don't Fergan need it.
Hi, I'm Ernie Fergler.
He's Ernie Fergler. If you don't come buy some stuff today, he'll kick your ass. Be there. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest. Any other interesting news headlines, Christy?
The FBI has identified the source of the virus-like blaster infection on the internet. The suspect, an 18-year-old who has not been identified but is expected to be arrested today.
Now, can we execute 18-year-olds in our society?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm there. I'm voting for it.
Yeah.
You can tell the kid's not getting laid. Any kid that's getting laid on a regular basis is not creating computer viruses.
How true.
So it's basically, that's a sex education in high school. All they talk about are diseases and things you can catch, and the girls stop putting out, and kids hole up in the room and create a virus.
He's going to be receiving a different kind of sex education, I'm hoping.
Yeah, his baseball hat and his dirt button are going to be the same size once I get done with him. This kid's going to be able to do deep knee bends over a fire hydrant.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Augie Smith, who's here now.
I say to the kids, stop with these steroids. Get on the old-fashioned drugs. When I speak to schools, that's what I tell them. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't think that we should legalize marijuana, and I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
Because I like doing illegal stuff. That's right. Yeah, I don't want to go into a store. I want to deal with the drug dealer. I want to go to the bad part of the town. I want to do that kind of stuff. I don't want to have to. And the people say, "Oh, we just want it for medicinal purposes." No, you don't. Then they bring out the guy, the 90-year-old guy with the tubes coming out of him, talking about, "Oh, I'm only happy when I'm high." Well, welcome to America. We're all only happy when we're high. I'm telling you guys right now, you see somebody walking down the street not high and happy, run for your damn life. That guy's a lunatic. He's got a basement full of bodies. And you're next, pal. That's what I tell you.
Hey, this is Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Oh.
You dropped
I want you to know.
You dropped your bell there, Spiffy.
And I'm being serious. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
That was an honest mistake, too.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
I have a Tom speak.
Tom speak, what do you got?
This is from Carly from Ohio.
Hi, Carly from Ohio.
Good morning. I couldn't think of the word strainer last night when making spaghetti. So I asked my 8-year-old to help me find the whole bowl.
I like that.
How about colander there?
Yeah, strainer is almost Tom speak.
Yeah, strainer's almost.
I call it a strainer sometimes.
We call it a strainer.
Yes, my mother called it a strainer.
What did you said you call it a strainer?
Call it a sieve?
No.
Can you
Is there a difference between a sieve, strainer, and a
trying to think of
colander?
a really mean joke. Let's see.
Oh, good.
What's up about my mom?
Tying your shoes. You call that the strainer? Never mind.
Oh, because you have
insinuating that you're fat and you can't reach your shoes. Is that what you're
you know
doing?
what? I do. And
hamstring.
I don't think I'm alone.
Will you do me a favor? I think it's about time. And keep an open mind on this because you're going to violently be against it initially. But I think it's what we need to have you do. You need to hire staff for the house. I'm talking a butler.
They already have a staff.
No, you know what I mean. Somebody there at the house.
Like all the time?
Like a maid,
uniform?
a porter.
Yeah.
No, a porter.
No, thanks. Mm-hmm. Hey, wait a minute. I think I can hire someone. I can hire this guy.
Hey,
he's Ed from Ed Septic.
It's Ed. It's
what a beautiful hat.
Oh, thank you.
And
I'm the
look at
number
your
one
shirt.
plumber when it comes to number 2. I'm Ed Septic.
Hi, Ed.
Man, how's it going there, fellas? We got a big holiday coming up this weekend. Yeah, I thought I'd give you some plumber tips and tricks for your backyard barbecue. First of all, let's say you're having a big party this weekend, but you're just a single holer like the Septic household. And you don't feel like dropping $300 on a porta-john. Let me tell you, an old refrigerator box, a sturdy 5-gallon bucket, and a handful of plastic bags from your local grocer, and you got yourself a DIY commode. Hey, you ain't got a box? Just set up an old tarp off the side of your barn. Make a lean poo. Get it, Ace? Did you get it, Ace? I figured if anyone got it, it'd be you. Let's say you didn't buy a Weber grill and you got a POS grill that rusted out the day of. If you're anything like me, you got a few old toilets sitting behind your shed. For a quick fix, grab an old commode, grate out your oven, throw some charcoal in the bowl, and you're good to go. Don't forget to take the seat off. Don't be an animal. And also remember to take off the top of your tank so you can get some ventilation down to the coals. Keep them rolling hot. Secret tip from Ed Septic: take the lid you just removed, turn it over, serving platter for your grilled meats. Oh, man, I'm excited for this weekend. I've been invited to 12 parties this year. Woo. Yeah, guys love having me around because they know I won't bang their wives. Yeah, their pipes, sure, but never their wives. Plus, it never hurts to have a plumber at your party. I'm just like a doctor. I'm always on call. It's actually illegal for me not to unclog a drain if I'm within 30-yard radius of it.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's part of the plumber's oath. Oh, looky there. It looks like they finally got the honey dipper all washed out. I got to run, you guys.
All right, Ed.
Bye, Ed.
That's Ed from Ed Septic.
Helpful tips for
He'll bang your pipe, but he won't bang your wife.
Oh, never.
Yeah, he's fully bonded. Oh, what have we got over there, Christy Lee?
Cell-based seafood maker Wanda Fish Limited has created its first lab-cultivated bluefin tuna toro sashimi. The sashimi is made using the bluefin tuna's own cells along with a plant-based matrix. Company said it's a sashimi that possesses the same sensory features of wild source toro sashimi and is imbued with comparable nutritional richness. The startup will first introduce its tuna in the high-end food service sector with a focus on Japanese cuisine.
So it's
plant-based tuna.
So it's like growing in like a petri dish or something?
Yeah, kind of.
Regular tuna's pretty expensive, so I can't imagine what that's going to cost.
Well, that's the highest.
What are you, an ichthyologist? How do you know how much tuna costs? Is it?
How much fun cooking shows?
Oh, okay.
That bloof, whatever that is, that bloof, that's incredibly difficult.
Bloof?
Bluefin tuna.
Oh.
Very expensive.
Bloof sounds like a mistake during a...
Yes. Yeah, I'd be curious to taste it.
Yeah, I would be too.
So they're taking the cells of these creatures and then somehow reproducing.
Putting them in a
So this is sort of like what they're doing for some of the fake meat stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got all this stuff to make plant-based boiled eggs. I'm going to try it. Just out of curiosity.
Okay.
Not because...
Are we short of chickens or something?
I'm vegan. No, I just want to see if I can do it.
Plant-based boiled eggs.
Yeah, Jess, you need a better hobby.
Yeah. You're not going to meet Mr. Right or
boiled eggs. Yeah, I've got the molds and everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you cook them? What do you do?
Yeah, you don't cook them. You have to let them set up. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. Like Jell-O?
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you guys want to taste them?
Heck yeah.
I'll let Chick go first.
Okay.
What kind of ingredients are we talking about?
It's
eggs.
Yeah, no,
put
it's not
eggs in
eggs.
there.
Yeah, there's lots of options, so I don't know what I'm going to use yet. We'll see. Yeah.
Scientists have created extracts from killer bees to brew a new beer. Microbiologists have isolated brewer's yeast from the Africanized honeybee, also known as the killer bee, that was then used to make this special brew. Researchers are now looking for a brewer to collaborate with to bring the killer bee beer to market. Professor Les Belil said that the killer bee beer is a fun side project to explore how the pollination of certain plants could lead to the development of drugs to treat superbugs and antibiotic resistance. Boy, I don't see the correlation between that and beer, but
they keep making these exotic beers. I mean, this one, they obviously would call it like, I don't know, Buzz Light or Buzzweiser. But what was the one we had yesterday? Oh, the beer made with camel dung.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're reaching. We had the one made with from the what was it from pubic hair somehow.
No.
Yes.
There was one from the beard hair of the brewmaster.
That's right, the beard hair. The yeast that appears in the beard
And then there
hair.
was the one from the excretions of a porn star.
Yeah.
They don't have any pubic hair, remember? So it's hard to...
I'm positive there was that...
we had the beard hair guy.
Right.
And then we had the porn star gal. Yeah.
So you can get yeast from anything, it sounds like, I guess.
Yeah, they're kind of stretching just to have any... Every time we get one of these stories, there was the beer from the sharks, the shark something DNA and...
Shark cartilage?
Yeah, I'm trying to find... Let's see.
Isn't that supposed to be good for you?
Toilet beer.
Collagen.
I'm trying to look it up right now. Toilet beer? Oh, delightful.
Is that cartilage?
I don't know.
Collagen?
Well, if toilet wine is Pruno, what would toilet beer be called?
Pabst Brown ribbon.
Maybe Bruno.
There it is.
Yeah.
Officials are warning.
What about Schlitz? Okay.
Officials are warning of what may be an alligator in a lake in Michigan. According to HometownLife.com, multiple agencies have been investigating a report.
That alligator about December 23rd has got a big surprise coming for him. They don't do well in cold weather,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
This alligator may be in Kent Lake. Metro Parks communications specialist Danielle Matier said drones, ATVs, boats, and a helicopter are all being used to search for the alleged reptile. She added that the sighting occurred in an area of the lake that is not open to swimming but is sometimes used for boating.
I'm hearing that Tim Allen commercial. Remember, he does the voice of
Pure Michigan.
Alligators. Pure Michigan.
Have you seen the commercial where the guy goes outside? It's like January 9th and it's 5 below and he falls and busts his ass and Tim goes, Pure Michigan.
Warning signs have been posted around Kent Lake where residents are asked to contact authorities if they spot the animal. They're going to all this trouble and one person said they saw the alligator?
Well, maybe it's one of those weird turtles.
Yeah, could
I
have
know,
been
but
it, yeah.
apparently they had an alligator in there once before.
Alligator turtle.
Somebody dumped a gator in there. But, this is, you've seen the movie Jaws. The mayor's not going to close down the lake.
No, not with 4th of July.
Not during peak season.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
So,
absolutely
be
not.
careful if you're
Everybody out of the water. Everybody out of the water.
A couple in the UK turning heads by taking their pet parrots with them everywhere they go. Ms. Ann Spider McKeon and her partner, Mr. Spider Spider.
Mr. Spider Spider.
Well, these two really seem like they've got it together.
Yeah.
They've rescued 3 macaws. They started in early 2020. Their macaws, Chester and Charlie, stay perched atop their owner's shoulders, even on outings. The retired couple, both in their 60s.
The only downside is our back are covered with macaw poop.
Yes.
They regularly go to the supermarket, even the local pub, with their parrots in tow. By the way, Mr. Spider Spider.
Please, Mr. Spider Spider was my father.
Just call me Spider.
He changed his name, Josh, legally to reflect his love of animals.
I tell you what, if you don't get that parrot off your shoulder, I'm going to rip its head off.
Honey, I told you I didn't want to sit next to Jason Statham.
Right
This
here
always happens every time.
The pub.
The dual name thing.
Can't relax.
Spider Spider?
I thought the dual name thing kind of went out with Sirhan. Didn't he kind of put the kibosh on the...
I bet Spider Spider doesn't know who that is.
Well, Josh, you're not going to have an Arnold, are you?
I'm not. No.
Oh, man, I would really struggle with not doing that. I would want to do Arnold. Call him AAA.
You know what? It's starting to sound better and better.
Why not?
Very helpful for the kid.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that's it's beautiful that they have rescued these gorgeous birds, but if you take them everywhere, I mean, chicks kind of making a point. Aren't they going to poop all over your jacket?
Yeah, your shoulders are covered in.
Can you train them?
Oh,
God.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh, it's Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know about that.
They're old hippies.
Do they have the same guidelines that we do here as far as if they're emotional support, they have to be allowed wherever they go, or can they crack down on them a little bit? Go home. If you're going to have your birds, go home.
Any animal can be an emotional support animal?
Depends on where you live in. Yeah.
Tom, didn't you have a story about the airports of the airlines have tried to be a little bit clearer on what animals can be on planes?
Yeah.
I think they have.
Yeah.
I think they.
I think it was the peacock that broke the camel's back, wasn't it?
The days of the peacock and, oddly enough, the camel.
Yeah.
Yes, it broke the back.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like, all right, we're done.
As Dennis Miller once said, the flight over, I was sitting next to a man with his emotional support puff adder.
Quite dangerous, the puff adder.
Yes.
Okay, I found the beer. We had this article begins. You heard about the beer that was made with horse semen, and we've heard about the beer that was made from a brewer's beard hair.
That's right.
Now there is a beer made from, quote, the vaginal lactic acid of hot underwear models.
Well, thank goodness they're hot.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'd have to get a look at them, okay, first of all.
The brewery is called the Order of Yanni. Yanni being the Sanskrit word for female genitalia.
And somewhere, Yanni is saying, what the hell did I do? Huh?
I think it's pronounced yoni.
Oh, is it yoni?
It's yoni.
But I guess
Yeah.
the beer would be pronounced slights, not slits.
Yoni, yoni.
Yoni. Get drunk, get...
No! Easy.
That'd be awkward getting the vaginal beer into it's like a cold one. Oh, really? Here you go, Dr. Noguchi.
Boy, that might be evergreen.
Yeah.
How many people you got that, you think?
Got that joke?
Oh, yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Canadian authorities seized over $350,000 worth of baby eels at Toronto's Pearson Airport.
What is happening?
The Department of Fisheries and Oceans seized 240 pounds of what are called elvers. Did you know that baby eels are called elvers?
I actually did.
I thought those were the management in the elf world.
The elvers?
Well, we're going to have to check with the elvers.
Oh, man.
Always respect your elvers.
Respect your elver.
This, I'm sorry, what airport was this?
The Pearson Airport in Toronto.
Can you imagine if they went on the PA system? Elvers have left the building.
According to the CBC, the baby eels are worth about $3,600 per kilogram, making them the most valuable fish by weight in Canada. Elvers weigh just a few grams and are less than 4 inches long. The baby eels, sometimes called glass eels, are typically flown to Asia, where they're raised to maturity and sold for food and used in, is it unagi dishes at sushi restaurants?
I'm a big fan, honestly. I think they taste great.
No kidding?
So it's not like veal, you have to wait for it to mature?
In this case, I think.
This is your sushi veal.
What about your, is there such a thing as veal eel?
No, they're raised to maturity, so they're not baby.
Oh, okay.
You're not eating the
You don't
baby
eat the
eels.
babies.
The only problem with veal eel is you have to peel it. That's the only kind of veal
It takes
eel.
some manual dexterity.
The peel. Yeah, you need to peel the veal eel.
But it's a fine meal.
Oh, it's a fine meal.
Veal?
Yeah, the peeled
You
eel.
peel the eel?
Please don't.
Okay.
You know what? She'll love it.
For my meal, I'll have the peeled eel veal.
Yes, the veal eel meal peel.
So where were they smuggling the baby eels?
Their butts.
Yeah, they had to put them in their
it doesn't
butt.
say their butts.
Keistered it.
Doesn't
Keistered
say
them.
where.
You said in their butts.
No, I didn't. They just said they seized them. If I knew where, I would let you know.
Christy,
but
I heard you say butt.
Baby eel, do 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 do.
Baby eel.
By the way, who was the guy that came up with the word veal?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
Good move.
it's a good guy.
Good
Yeah.
move. Distraction.
Would you like some more baby cow parmesan?
No.
No.
But veal. Oh.
Veal parmesan. Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, there you go.
Can I have more cow toddler?
Yeah, see, yeah. Again, Tom speak.
Yes.
Like the cow toddler. Thank you very much. Right now, Chick McGee's getting ready to go home.
That's right. I sure am. Up here, I'm already gone. And if you're going to be going on vacation and then heading home, and you're laying on the beach thinking, oh, this is great. Sunshine, sand, a cool drink. Did I leave the garage door up? Is my house locked down? My front window's open. Well, you never have to worry about that again with Simply Safe and the Simply Safe app, because Simply Safe is the do-it-yourself home security system, variety of indoor and outdoor cameras, high definition yet, to watch over your property day and night. And Simply Safe has sensors to detect just about everything: break-ins, fires, floods, temperature change, perhaps worried about frozen pipes. Simply Safe can give you a warning about that. And they have been named Best Home Security System of 2024 by U.S. News and World Report. Backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no contract, and it comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. Simply Safe has given me and many Bob and Tom listeners real peace of mind. Did you hear that? Simply Safe gave me peace of mind. I know. They did, though. Get 20% off now at Simply Safe. Just go to simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Read the reviews. Everybody loves Simply Safe. You're going to feel a lot better. You can check out, see if your basement's flooding while you're on vacation. That's great. No, it's not. Now, coming up, we have a little bit of history for you, including, of course, happy birthday to the aforementioned Iron Lung. Or Ironsides. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the...
Hey, everybody, this is Tom from the Bob and Tom Show to tell you about a great cause to help support our veterans.
The number 14 ABC Supply Team Chevy will be repping homes for our troops in the Indianapolis 500.
During the month of May, ABC Supply will match donations made to homes for our troops up to $1 million to build more specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans.
To learn more and donate, visit bobandtom.com/HFOT by clicking the link below.
Hey guys, Jess Hooker here from the Bob and Tom Show. Looks like the weather's going to hold out, and I am going to do the Indycar two-seater experience. A little nervous, but I think I'll be okay. I've been coming to the race since I was about 5, so this is a dream come true. I'm ready to get in one of these cars. I just don't know if they're going to let me go ahead and drive one. Do you think if I asked to let me sit in front, maybe? Here we go. The nerves are setting in. I'm just waiting for the excitement to trump the nerves. All right. Down and forward. Got it.
Keep going all the way down.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
We're in here.
You don't have to hold on to anything. The car will hold on to you.
Mentally, it feels like maybe there should be a handle somewhere. Maybe like one of those Fisher-Price car wheels. That'd be cool. Steering wheel.
We thought about putting a horn in there so you can honk at the driver and make it faster or whatever.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Okay, hi, Jeremy. Just like to know who's making me safe. I'm not sure if it's sweat from nerves. I probably should have emptied my bladder. There's a lot of things going through my head right now. I love my family. Holy hell, it's running, guys. This ain't no game. Holy. Oh my God. I can't believe that I'm here, that I was on the track, that I got to do this today. This is just like a dream come true for anybody who loves IndyCar, but especially a girl that's been raised here in Indianapolis. She comes out here every year, my entire life since I was 4 years old. I'm still in shock. But you cross over those bricks and you see the pagoda coming out of turn 4, and I don't know what I could compare it to. Holy hell, dude. Beautiful.
Marvelous no-name defense was the key to their brilliant performance. But Perhaps no other defense in the NFL compares to the one seen in 1994 when O.J. Simpson faced double homicide charges in an L.A. courtroom. We salute you, Orenthal James Simpson, NFL Hall of Famer, accused murderer, and free American citizen.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach, so I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. And look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. He'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, hop, 2, 3, 4. What the hell we fighting for? Flute man. It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, hit him with your flute, Greg.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
In person.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. Ace, Josh, Christy, Jess Hooker's here. If you'd like to check out Jess's two-seater ride, it's on bobandtom.com.
And I recommend popping on the closed captioning.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can't hear it without it.
No.
And they didn't edit the swear words.
They didn't?
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's on the
It is.
Bob and Tom on the YouTube channel. You can see it. Just going around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at high speed in this famous two-seater.
You can hear her coming all the way around the track.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Is this supposed to be some kind of a sexual innuendo?
No.
Knock it off.
Well,
Oh,
now.
boy.
Now. Time now for
I believe you got to knock it off.
Knock It Off. Today in history, May 21, or as the English would say, 21 May.
Here we go.
2024.
It's an important day. The American Red Cross was founded on this date in 1881.
By Clara Barton.
By vampires.
Yes, we just wanted a way to...
Looking for some Bud de Blah.
Hide in plain sight.
Okay. Here we go. This is interesting. 1908, the first horror movie premieres in Chicago. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
How about that?
It's the story about a doctor who drinks too much booze and turns into a huge prick.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. A story as old as time.
And then, of course, there's the porno where they spell, because Mr. Hyde is Hyde.
Sure.
But there's the porno.
I get
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Hide.
Yeah.
Well, but how is Jekyll naughty?
It's not. It's what he's hiding.
Oh, how about Jerkle?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a
Dr.
better
Jekyll
movie.
and Mr. Hyde.
Dr. Jerkle and Mr.
You ever see the one where the guy drinks the potion and he turns into a crow? Dr. Heckle and Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Oh.
Pretty good.
God, I love that cartoon as a kid.
You liked Heckle and Jekyll.
I liked it. They were telling it like it was.
Is that right?
Sticking it to the man. I love that.
Okay.
Okay, 1927, Charles Lindbergh landed the Spirit of St. Louis in Paris.
Yes, he did.
I thought we had him in the news yesterday.
Well, he took off.
Yeah, you get over there.
I thought he was headed
Take off,
to,
hoser.
I thought he was headed to Berlin, is where he originally was going to land.
Now, when he landed, what did you say, Josh?
Boy.
I said that he is a good pilot, but doesn't know how to close a window. That's what I said.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You said that's the spirit.
Oh, no. You can't pimp me for
something.
joke.
Yeah, a ladder, right? That's how they.
And then,
Chucky Jr.?
interestingly enough, in 1932, Amelia Earhart landed in Northern Ireland, completing her 17-hour journey across the Atlantic.
Well, they said it was solo, but
it was solo.
Eleanor Roosevelt was in the
Oh my gosh.
Amelia,
you boys.
Let's see.
The bar's open.
1980, Star Wars Episode 5.
That'd be your Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
Well, that was a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
That's the one where Luke Skywalker finds out his father is black.
Do what? God. Man.
That's a funny way to put that.
Yeah. Okay.
Finds out
He's really not.
He dresses in all black.
James Earl Jones.
No, but the man himself is not actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, don't they?
You mean
Is
James
that the
Earl
one
Jones is doing a Whitey voiceover?
where they take?
Yes, he is. He's just doing the voice.
They take his helmet off, and he's got some horrible problem with his head, right?
Yeah, he's
You
like
see
burned.
You
and,
see his face, though.
You find out exactly what happened in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, of course.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sith?
The
Yeah.
Sith.
Hang on a second. Since when are you an
I've
expert in
seen
Star
them
Wars?
all. Thanks to my ex-husband and my kids. They are all into Star Wars.
Okay, this is for Hooker. Ready?
Yep.
President Garfield.
The cat?
Hated Mondays.
Love lasagna.
Beat me to it.
You love it. You love us, don't you?
I want you to know. I want you to tell me, what was his middle name? James Garfield was president.
I know only because of you.
James Aloysius Garfield.
Close.
Very close.
It is an A.
It
Very
is?
close.
Okay.
Yeah,
James Abram Garfield.
Abram.
Abram.
He
His
always says Abram. I don't know why.
his spine was displayed at the National Museum of Health and Medicine in Washington, D.C.
Why? Was it curved or something?
No, he wanted to prove that he had
one
because they all called him Old Yellow.
the way things have been going in history.
Old chicken press.
And then at the same museum a year later, they debuted Garfield the Cat's Lasagna. Happy birthday! We'll start with this one. You might recognize this name, Josh. Alexander Pope.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but
Penicillin?
He invented the fancy hat.
He did. The miter?
The miter?
Yes.
What?
The Pope hat. Miter.
No.
No, he didn't.
He was a poet. He was a poet. Wrote Rape of the Lock. Unfortunately,
We had to reread that, yeah. Rape just means to be carried
Somebody
away.
raped Loch Ness Monster?
It's the actual definition of the word, which means to be carried away or to be taken.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I know words have different meanings.
In 1904, happy birthday, Fats Waller.
I don't know who Fats Waller
Fats
is.
Waller?
He's a piano player.
Brilliant piano player.
Yeah.
No kidding. All
Sort
right.
of the Lizzo of the jazz era.
Is that right?
Okay.
Was he a big guy?
Hence the name.
Or was
Fats.
it ironic? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
See, it could have. He could have been.
It could have been like calling the bald guy in the Three Stooges
Curly. Yeah.
Okay. Happy birthday, Lawrence
Of Arabia.
Tureau. Who is that?
Lawrence Tureau. Tureau or
Thoreau.
Thoreau?
Is he
It's the real name of Gallagher.
Is he,
Mr. T.
Oh. All right.
Of course.
Is he 80 now?
He's the 1952. No, he's 72.
Tom, would you say that you too pity the fool?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And of course, he's the father of Ice-T.
Oh, is that right?
Do you remember we were introduced as a country to Mr. T on some competition known as Chicago's Best Bouncer or something like that?
Really?
Oh, I don't
It was a
remember
TV
that.
show, and he
And did Stallone see him?
took the world by storm, and Stallone saw him and put him in as Clubber Lang.
He's good in Rocky 2.
He's great.
Yeah. Or is it 3?
What's
Three.
he call Talia Shire? Hey, woman, get over
dude.
here.
Rocky doesn't care for that.
You need a real man.
yeah.
Very
Got
upset.
Rocky upset.
Oh, yeah.
And Mr. T, a man of a certain age now, he wears a medical alert bracelet that weighs 47 pounds.
Partially, that's why he keeps falling.
And a
can't get
dookie,
up under the weight
rope.
of the-
His daughter is a working stand-up comedian.
Really? What's her name?
Ms. T?
Baby T?
Yeah, I don't
Play Ms. T for me.
Play Ms. T for me.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.